Fossil production. Fossil rod.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Fossil production. Fossil rod.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Fossil production. Fossil rod.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Fossil production. Fossil rod.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Fossil production. Fossil rod.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music. Enjoy.
This is another Fossil production. Fossil rod.
What's up, everybody?
Northside Plugged, we back.
Welcome back to another episode of Northside Plugged. Thank you all for tuning in as always. We appreciate you all for tuning in to another edition of Northside Plugged here at Q4 Radio.
Yeah.
Another Thursday, beautiful Thursday here. It's July, no, not July, it's June 24th.
Not yet, man.
June 24th. I'm thinking ahead. Sorry about that. June 24th. Beautiful Thursday here. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, Boss Dan, G Money, G Note.
Yo.
Thank you all for tuning in. Very excited to have this show today. Very, very excited.
Long overdue. We got our special guest in the building, Young Swing Sinatra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing? I'm happy to be here.
Doing well,
Let's get it
doing
going.
well.
Doing well.
get
Very
it.
excited.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. What was your name again?
Mickey
Nikki
C. Beats.
Nikki C. Beats. Excellent. This is my first time meeting Nikki C. Beats.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Informal. But we have Swing Sinatra in the building. Very exciting. We'll get deep into the interview and introduction and all, but just quick so y'all know our quick connection. Young Swing Sinatra was generous enough, I don't know, maybe starting up 2019. I don't even remember. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while because that was before COVID.
Mhm,
So
yeah,
hell
yeah. So probably for a couple of years now, was generous enough to help us out with all of our flyers, all of our beautiful looking flyers on Instagram. That was done by yours truly, Swing Sinatra.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
thank you, man. Really
no problem,
appreciate
no
it.
problem, For real.
Absolutely.
It's all love.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you guys being here.
Sure.
We're going to have a great episode, a lot to talk about, interview, basketball, music. So it's going to be a great night.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
Buzz
so
Dan, how you
Yes,
feeling?
sir.
I'm doing great. I'm looking back because I want to see what the dates are for this.
Okay.
So back July 2019, when G Stevo came on, you said tag me
G.
in the post. I made the flyer for it, and then we were like, "Yo, would you be interested in doing more flyers for us? That'd be awesome." And that's how it all started.
Yo.
Nice.
So that string of flyers we had for a while, that was our man Young Swing Sinatra right here helping us out, doing all those flyers. And then when they fell off, you know what happened. We just didn't get those flyers. But hey, we're starting to make our own now. Okay, we're becoming our own graphics designers. So watch out, people. Watch out.
I've been tapping into the Adobe world, bro. So
Yeah, it's,
We're slowly learning that
real.
Adobe stuff.
took a little inspiration off of Swing Sinatra for sure. So I want to say thank you now.
no
Appreciate
problem,
it.
no problem, no problem.
Don't sue us. Full credibility. But yeah, no, man, it's great vibes and really appreciate the help, bro. Because just in terms of Instagram, you know, it's not huge, you know, but at the same time, it was a big step for us, man,
Yeah.
because it just gave what we were doing before. It was cool, you know, but I think what you were able to provide for us, man, was just more like structure visually,
Yeah.
you know,
No, for real.
consistency.
Yeah.
So really appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So yeah, man. I mean, we got a lot going on right now. The NBA playoffs are in full swing with the Phoenix Suns and the what's it called? I'm tweaking
Clippers.
right now. The
The
Clippers.
Clippers.
Los Angeles
Game 3
Clippers.
tonight.
Game 3.
Yes, sir.
Chris Paul is back.
Chris Paul will be back. We had Game 1 last night of the Bucks and the Hawks series.
That was a great game last night. That was a
Yeah.
fun game to watch. Watching Trae Young is becoming a superstar in our eyes, and it's really fun to watch him just make his own shots, and they can throw double teams on him, and he still finds the guys. And it was finally like I haven't been able to watch too much playoff basketball this past couple of weeks, but last night I actually like wanted to sit down and watch Game 1 of these conference finals, and I was so lucky I got to see just Trae Young do Trae Young things.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was unbelievable to watch him just play like that. It was awesome.
Most definitely.
I couldn't believe it. 48 points.
Yeah.
With
absolutely.
11
40.
assists, right?
Yeah.
I think he's
and he got 7 rebounds.
doing it all. And he's like 6'1", too.
6'1",
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
boards. That's crazy.
First playoffs, you know, and I think it's interesting too because you know you have with him you've got him and the Luka comparison, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
as much of a baller as Luka is, I mean, right now, you know, he's Trey is in the conference finals, you
Right,
know, so
you
now
know.
he's got the leg up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, he's balling. He took down the Knicks. He took down the Sixers. He's looking good right now, man.
Yes,
You know,
since that trade, everyone's been saying, "Oh, the Mavs won. The Mavs won that trade," and now people are like, "It's more even than we think.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Exactly.
really more even." And people and like the Hawks, everyone's like, "I can't believe the Hawks traded up to get Trey." Well, they're pretty smart. I mean, look at them now.
Exactly.
The man just went off last night. The shimmy he did when he was wide open.
Wide
oh,
open.
Disrespect.
oh, the disrespect.
open.
disrespectful.
I forget who I saw on Twitter, but someone's like, he is he's very similar to Steph in a way that he doesn't want to beat you. He wants to annihilate you. He wants to embarrass you, especially with that time. There's the
Just
and the shimmy. Oh,
That was
Right.
like I felt bad for the Bucks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all are playing horrible defense, so it's your fault in the first place.
Right.
But come on, man, you're on national TV,
Getting disrespected.
disrespected by a 6'1" player, bro.
What
and
they
it's
say, a lollipop with lint on his head?
oh man.
oh no.
Dang. That's nasty.
Oh, and it's one person
Right.
because he scored on and assisted almost 70 points,
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was like probably the most, right? I heard in,
Yeah.
in playoffs
For
history
as
or
young
something
as he
like that.
is,
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
yeah. No, it's impressive for sure, man. And I mean, like, obviously, there's so many like Steph Curry comparisons,
Right.
and naturally, they're very similar players, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think going back to what's it called? I know I'm kind of going all over the place with Trey. That's how my mind works. I'm sorry. With Trey and Luka, bro. In terms of that trade, I feel like Trey, they did right because I think Trey is an overall more suited player for the Hawks like organization. You
Right.
know, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
the
Yeah,
vibe,
definitely.
He
Yeah.
fits Atlanta.
the grittiness of Atlanta. You know,
Right, yeah.
so
Him and Quavo have like a handshake they do after the game.
Yeah,
Like,
the
literally,
ice
yeah,
tray.
The ice tray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like after the game, they'll dab up and then just go like this, and it's like
That's cool.
you can't see Luka doing that with
No, definitely
him
not.
him and Trey. Yeah, he definitely fits that culture in that city a lot,
Yeah.
and he embraces it, and you can tell. And when the draft happened, everyone was like, Luka, like who's this guy? Like,
Right.
of course, like they were like the Hawks are obviously going to win this trade, and then Luka came out and became like all
That's
NBA.
a
Right.
And everyone's
generational
like, oh
player.
wow, the Mavs were so smart, and now everyone's like, well, it's pretty even. One of the
Yeah.
most even trades we've seen in a long time from the NBA.
Yeah.
So if y'all were starting an organization, who would y'all pick
Ooh,
Between
between Trey and Luka?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna still go with Luka. I just feel like they gotta build around him better. Like, and I blame Porzingis. Like,
Absolutely.
that's Porzingis. Like,
Yeah.
and you didn't do anything, bro. Like, nah. If I can put them like the better pieces around him,
For sure.
we winning the championship.
For sure.
Literally.
For sure.
I think that it depends on what kind of like franchise you're going for. Because Luka's that I don't want to put it out there, but that Michael Jordan, that generational, that I'm the number one guy. Whereas Trey Young, I feel like he does need that second superstar.
Okay, I feel you. I feel
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I think so too, man. But it's crazy because I mean, if you even think about right now, like they don't necessarily even have that superstar per se in terms of the
Yeah.
the Hawks. You know,
Right,
they just
yeah.
have. I mean, John Collins is playing out of his mind. You
Right.
know, like
he's having a great playoffs.
great playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
They just, I mean, man, I think in terms of like building around, I think right now between the Mavs and the Hawks have just done so much better.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Because they got Clint Capella from that trade,
Right.
and that's turned out to be their franchise center.
Absolutely.
Right. That they need it. Like,
Absolutely. And then they got Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich,
too.
yeah.
Oh my
He's
god.
hitting all those threes, bro.
He a killer. He a killer.
And then
Lou Williams on the bench.
Lou
like,
Williams on the
exactly.
bench.
Lou,
And then Luke
Lemon
Herter
Pepper
or
Lou
something?
coming off the bench is a
Yeah.
huge,
That
huge
redheaded
piece.
guy.
And then
Kevin
Herter.
Kevin Herter, yeah,
yeah.
put a 27 the other day.
He's been balling, bro.
Yeah,
Balling.
yeah. The memes for him on Twitter have been hilarious. Oh my god, bro.
Bro, the best one was when he gets back in Atlanta. It was that meme of the skinny dude.
Oh yeah, from Hustle and Flow.
That's hilarious.
That's so
man.
funny.
I'm
Oh,
like, dang.
Yeah, and it's funny because they fired their coach like
Yeah.
20 or 30 games into the season.
Yeah.
And now since like they fired him, they're like 40-17 or something stupid, ridiculous
But
like that.
Nate McMillan is awesome, man. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
anywhere he goes, because he was with the Blazers when Brandon Roy was there, balling, and then he was with the Pacers, I think, with Paul George. No, possibly.
And like Frank Vogel.
I think so. Yeah, I don't remember. I know he was on the Pacers.
Yeah, he was on the
but-
Pacers for a while. Yep.
But yeah, no, he really turned it around for sure. I think you just need. It always, I don't know, like. It's interesting right now because we have so many teams that are like looking for coaches,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and I think sometimes we forget how important the fit of having the right coach, you know,
Yeah.
Yes.
is for a team.
Absolutely.
Who's your guys' favorite team or teams? I know it would be.
So I'm always a hometown hero. I love the boys, but we just haven't been producing these past couple years.
Absolutely.
So honestly, this is probably like these past 2 seasons, the 2 seasons that I've just been watching everybody for the most part. Like I like the Lakers, I enjoy watching the Nets, but it's like I just like watching every team because it's not one team that doesn't have like 2 all-stars for the most part on that team.
Right,
so
right.
it's been exciting to watch everybody.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I'm a Warriors fan.
Yeah, man.
Right there.
Hey,
UNG.
okay.
UNG.
Usually I get like a bad reaction, like, oh, watch out for this guy. He's a Warriors fan.
No,
He a
this-
Bucks
you feel
fan
me?
too.
And I'm a Bucks fan. It's a
You know I
little
was-
complicated.
When the Hawks won, you know I was.
No, we had.
Hyping him up for sure.
Yeah.
No, this man's been around the Warriors since
Dub Nation.
a while.
Dub,
even before they started winning titles. This man
Yeah.
used
And
to-
that's good.
used
That's
to rerun it.
good.
Exactly. yeah, this
Exactly.
man's
Actually,
huge.
what's wild to me is the reason I'm a Bucks fan is because of the Warriors. You remember that
Really?
trade they Andrew Bogut for
Yeah,
Monte Ellis?
absolutely.
I loved Monte Ellis growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they
Yeah.
sent him to the Bucks, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the Bucks
Yeah.
too.
Right.
So
And
you're a
then-
big We Believe fan?
Oh my gosh,
Man.
yes.
That was my squad,
Steven
bro.
Jackson.
That was my squad. Baron Davis, Al
You feel me?
Harrington,
Jason
bro.
Richardson.
What
Oh,
squad?
I just Beatrice, bro. You feel me?
oh
Like,
man.
Kalina
Matt
Ezabuki, bro. You feel
Oh
me?
my
Like,
God,
man,
bro.
And I look back and I know that they try to pay homage nowadays with the orange and the
Yeah,
blue
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
It's
Warriors
icy.
across.
It's
That's
icy.
just it's so cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Steph Curry, man, that's my guy, bro. Like
Yeah.
Steph Curry,
Greatest
all
shooter.
hail, bow down.
Greatest
bro.
shooter.
of all time, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's
Greatest
not even
shooter
a
of all
question
time.
anymore. It's like
It's really not. It's
No,
really not.
No.
It's really
But
not.
hey, man, Trey Young, bro. I mean, he's young. You never know. You
Yeah.
know. I mean, like,
Yeah.
who knows how long Steph Curry plays in the league? Hopefully, very long, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Being a shooter, you would think. And then like just with Trey Young, just having a system kind of like Steph's, where you could do what you want to do basically, like, and the game being changed because of Steph,
Yeah,
to where
yeah.
Trey can do that.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can't succeed. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what's scary though? Now, when you were saying that, it kind of made me think, bro. Because you remember how Ray Allen, like later on in his career, he just became more of just a spot up shooter. He had that athleticism,
Yeah, he
you know, but
definitely did.
he
Yeah.
became like, especially when he was on like the Sonics and the Celtics,
Yep.
he was that spot up shooter. He's
Yeah.
damn near not gonna miss. What if like as Steph Curry gets older, he becomes that?
And I thought about that
You
too.
know,
And
and
it's
just
like
deadly.
being a point guard, like when you do that, does he like move over? Like does he move down to the 2 guard and just let somebody else play make and he just be that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Just continue his running off screens, off a
feel
dozen
me?
screens, running around until he gets the open shot.
Exactly.
I could see
Yeah.
him doing that till he's 40, honestly.
yeah, literally,
Yeah.
bro.
Just shooting the ball, kind of like
Yeah.
exactly like Ray Allen did. The Bucks and Supersonics, Ray Allen was like an attacker guy who would go to the hoop, and then he got to the Celtics and he was just like, all right, I'm gonna stand out here on the arc, like hit me if I'm open. And then as he got older, he leaned on more of that. But I mean, that's how you stick. If you can still make shots, you'll stick around in the NBA. You'll still earn a contract. So, and he's a guy that'll stick. He'll play as long as he can. He won't.
Yeah.
He won't want to retire early. He'll play forever.
It's like Kyle Korver,
Yes.
literally. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly like
Kyle
Kyle
Korver.
Yeah.
Korver. Exactly like Kyle
It's cool to see how people, how these players they just learn and they adapt. You look at D Rose going from so explosive to
I love D. Rose.
now he's kind of a shooter. I mean, he's still crafty, but
Yeah.
That's
He
one of my
found his
favorite
role.
players. So
Same.
I'm riding for D
Absolutely.
Rose over everything.
Always, man.
Yeah.
It's something different about D Rose where it's just like, I mean, especially because we're from Chicago,
Yeah.
you know, but like, and especially after everything that happened, you
Yeah.
know, it's like wherever he goes and just seeing him just be on the court, just
Right.
having a good time on the court, man. Like that just made, I don't know, I be getting butterflies and
Yeah,
stuff, bro.
I
I
be
be
talking
just
smack.
happy.
Like my boy went through all these injuries and is still getting on teams, giving you 20 points, 5 assists. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, not a lot of people can do that from the injuries that he has. So that's why I'm still rocking with him.
in the running for sixth man of the
Exactly.
year.
Like
Absolutely.
after
Being
being
on
known
two
as
squads.
a starter, an
Absolutely.
MVP, all that, and come on now.
And he got an MVP vote this year.
And
Come
that's
on.
love.
From the fans.
Exactly.
Come on.
You know I did it. You know.
Absolutely, man. Shout out D Rose, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. I
Shouts
mean,
out D Rose.
just changed like I think our era of basketball,
Yeah.
like being from Chicago and everything.
Yeah.
Man, I think Derrick Rose just really set the tone for that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, for
boy.
sure. Are you from Chicago as well, Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Boss Dan is from pretty much Boston. I don't want to speak for you.
Small town an hour south of Boston, but basically Boston.
Okay.
So I'm a Boston fan, like for every sport.
Yeah.
So I'm a Celtics fan. Ime Udoka. I really liked that
Oh, yeah,
hire
how you
yesterday.
feel?
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
I
liked
agree.
that hire.
Yeah.
I was afraid the Celtics were gonna go out and get like another big name, like Jason Kidd or Chauncey Billups,
Right.
or
Yeah.
or like I would have been okay with Carlisle just because he has history with the Celtics. He played there in the '80s and stuff.
Right.
But I was really happy to see them go in like a different direction. And he has a great relationship with Jalen and Jason, which is really important
You need
because
that.
I want
them
those guys to stay around.
together. Exactly.
Stay together and
Exactly.
stay in Boston. So to make them, whatever needs to happen to make them happy, that's all cool with me.
Exactly.
And
Sure.
he's well regarded around the league. Like he's under Pop for like almost 10 years or something like that before
As a
going.
player and a coach.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
player and a coach. and then he was with the Sixers and then the Nets last year. So he has plenty of experience, and he was gonna be one of those guys to get a job this year. So I'm glad that Brad Stevens was able to do something, and he's not sitting around as his new position as GM or whatever it is. He's not letting things kind of fall to him. He's making things happen. He's getting rid of Kemba, and he's getting a coach right away. He's making things happen.
How you feeling about Al Horford back? Big Al.
I'm glad. I don't expect Al to be an all-star like he was in his first season with the Celtics. I'm glad that his leadership on this team is going to be ginormous for all the young guys. Right. And him with the young center, with young Robert Williams, our center, I think that's going to be a huge thing for him. Yeah. And I just feel so bad for Kemba. Like, he just came in, and the first half season he was awesome. He came in, he was an all-star, and then he just had like he just had bad knee issues that just like really hurt him for the past year and a half. Yeah. That really just kind of sidelined it, which really stinks because he would have been if he like actually did well in Boston, he would have been loved. But it's just it is a business at the end of the day, and he earned the contract through those eight plus years in Charlotte. So he earned the money that way. So I'm glad to see him. He's still going to get an opportunity, and I hope he goes and like averages 30 plus in Oklahoma City. Like I hope he figures it out. But I'm excited for Al's leadership on this team because I feel like that was what was lacking for the past couple of years. Because sure, Jalen and Jason are there, but they're still 23, 24. Like they're not going to be your leaders. You need a guy like Al who is experienced, who's 30 plus, who has been through ups and downs throughout his career. Someone who can kind of be a vocal point of this team. And I know a lot of the people who were here when he left are glad that he's back. Yeah. So I'm very excited for that as the future.
Is Tristan Thompson still on the Celtics?
Was that a 2-year deal or was that a 1-year deal? I don't remember. Yeah. But I mean him and Al switching time or however they're gonna figure that out. Right. I just don't want Tristan to start anymore. Yeah. That's what I don't want. If we can have Al start, or if Robert Williams comes out and starts, that's cool with me. Right. Totally fine with Tristan coming off the bench if he stays. Right. And I mean that's some height because we don't have rim protection unless Robert Williams becomes it. But there's plenty of time, and I think the offseason, and apparently Udoku is a big defensive guy, so maybe he'll kind of instill a system that'll be good for the team. So I'm excited for him. I was really happy about it because I was afraid they were going to make like a flashy move, but they made a smart like move that Brad was excited about, and Jalen and Jason like him. That's all I had to sell me on. Was that those two guys liked him.
Do you think they're going to get another point guard, or are they going to like make Marcus Smart the starting point guard? Like?
I don't know. I've heard people say they want to get someone else who's more of a facilitator than Marcus is. Yeah. Because I love Marcus Smart. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite guys to watch on the Celtics. He's not he can't really run an offense. Right. Defensively, he's phenomenal. I'll keep him on defensive, but like he doesn't really know how to run plays and things like that. So if we had someone, I don't even know who exactly, but Derrick Rose. I wouldn't say no to D Rose.
I'm fine with that.
But
that would hurt my soul to see.
I want him to go to a contender, though. Honestly,
I love Marcus Smart coming off the bench, and I know he doesn't want to come off the bench, but I really like him coming off the bench as that first energy of like just like kind of throw at the starters as they're kind of slowing up, and he's just like right in their face, and whoever that number one guy is. Yep. So I know they're not done, but the big splashes are done with trading Kemba's big contract away and getting a new head coach and Danny Ainge stepping away. So there will be some smaller things done, but I'm glad where we're sitting at right now compared to where we were a few months ago.
You guys don't have much cap space, do you?
I don't know how much of that Kemba contract really opens up because Al's contract's not that small either, but I know for like next year and the year after it kind of opens up. So like that's what they're really excited about is not 2021, like the 2022 offseason and the 2023 offseason. There's a lot of openness of what they can do because I think the only people signed beyond 2023 are Jalen, Jason, and I think Marcus, and like that's it. Wow, so like 3 or 4 guys are signed for after the next 2 seasons or something like that. Yeah. So there's a lot of openness to what they can do, and we'll see what happens. For
sure, man. Yeah. But were you gonna say something, Nikki?
I was gonna say like, especially with the Celtics, watching them for the past couple years. I mean, they went through like Isaiah Thomas, then they went through Kyrie, then they went through Kemba. It's like they've had all of these, all-stars, great players, MVP almost caliber players. It's like, what else do they need to put it together? Because obviously Jason Tatum's going to be maybe an MVP someday.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he's going to be that
Sure.
player. But it's like, what else do they need? Does he need a facilitating point guard? You know, do they need a better bench?
Yeah.
Because in an 8th seed and then a
the
first
bench.
round bounce out, it's like
Right.
something else has to happen.
That's what the bench is the biggest thing, I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
last year, I felt like at some points the bench was just non-existent for scoring. Like honestly, one of my friends said bringing back Isaiah Thomas. If Isaiah Thomas can come off the bench and give you 10 or 15 points a game, I don't hate that at all. He just can't play defense really because he's stuck at 5'9" or 5'8" or 5'9" as he's listed in the books.
Right.
But I wouldn't hate him coming back. But you're right. They've always been like the one piece away, and it's been hard for them to figure out what that piece is.
Right.
So.
Gotta trade Jaylen Brown, bro. Get some.
Oh man, stop saying that.
Every
Maybe-
show
I
I
feel
tell
you,
him,
though.
I tell him
I feel
every
you,
show I
though.
trade
Stop
Jaylen Brown. He
saying
hates
that,
it.
bro. Stop
Well,
saying
I
that.
want them to stay together, but like trading him with as high as a trade value he got, like
Bro, it's just. Hey, if they prove me wrong, then hey, so be
Yeah,
it, right?
true.
right.
But I'm a big gut guy. Big, what I'm feeling. You feel
Yeah.
me? And
Instinctual.
instincts,
Yeah.
you know, and vibes and the vibe. Like I love them as individual players, but I just don't like them on the same team, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for
I just think you can win games. It's been proven that they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. You know, like
But you have to have that extra, you know, to get you to a finals championship team.
I think. Can I say one thing?
Yo, go
Like,
ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like there's too much space taken up between the 2 and the 3. I think, like, if I were the GM, real quick, I would have obviously you have Jason Tatum, move Jaylen Brown, hopefully get a strong point guard, and then a strong like either power forward or center, so that you have those 3 out of
yeah.
the 5
Yeah.
moving around. Whereas I feel like the 2 and the 3 and the 1 have always been kind of
Yeah.
jammed up together. You
Right,
know?
right.
I'll give that
That's
to
a
you,
fair
man.
point. That's a fair point. And it's just going off of like the Jalen Jason like relationship. Someone out in Boston media tried to come out and say that they hate each other this week, and then everyone went after them because they've said before like Jalen's brother babysits Jason's kid. Like they're a great they've known each other forever, playing like AAU and like growing up. They've known each other playing basketball.
Yeah.
But it's just like funny to see them try to tear it down. I'm not saying like you're trying to tear them down. You just say it doesn't work, and I totally can see why. But Jason's been playing more of a 4 as basketball's been kind of going towards more of a
Yeah.
small ball lineup. He's been playing a lot of 4 because like the killer lineup, as what it once was called, was him, Gordon, Jalen, Marcus, and Kemba, which like in theory sounds like a phenomenal lineup, but it never worked out.
LeBron James, man, LeBron James.
But yeah, LeBron.
Problems for everybody. LeBron
Man.
James.
So he's out of the
man.
East now. He's not my problem anymore.
Right.
He's over in the West. He can go battle in the West like
Hey,
everyone
man.
else.
Exactly.
But I wanted to talk about this going back to like the NBA as a whole. For weeks, I feel like we were talking about like how it was a 3-team race in the East.
Yeah.
How it was like the Bucks, Nets, Sixers, and I was like, it has to be one of these teams to come out of the East.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to see a team like the Hawks just come out and shut up Sixers fans. Because there's no team I like more watching lose more than the Philadelphia 76ers. I was so happy when they lost that game
That's
because
funny.
even when Trae Young shot like 9 of 30 that game, they had Kevin Huerter come out and drop like 27 or 28,
Ball.
whatever he did.
Exactly.
So like it was just funny to see their team, like the process just never really go
Yeah.
because they haven't gone to a conference finals since the process has been
Right.
going.
Yeah. I think, man, this, like, for myself, bro, and I don't know if y'all can relate, like, I just feel like this NBA season has been so refreshing from everything because, like, I loved what the last decade was just basketball-wise in general, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, how I like to define it is just, like, the super team decade, right? You know, like, you have the Celtics, then you have the Heat, and
Right.
then you have the Warriors, blah, blah, blah. Whereas now it's just like it feels like everybody kind of has a little chance, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then
for
you
sure.
you look at the Final Four: Hawks, Bucks, Suns, Clippers. You
Right.
feel me? Like
Right.
5 years ago, would you
Right.
have ever guessed? You
Exactly.
know,
Right.
like
No, definitely not.
3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Right.
You know?
Maybe the Bucks.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But that's it out of them 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like two of the teams haven't won a title, and like the Bucks haven't won since the 70s. And the Bucks and the Hawks, like I don't think haven't won since the 70s.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be refreshing to see a team win that hasn't won in a while and
Right.
kind of break the mold and like really see like because the past I feel like the 2010s of the NBA was just like, is it LeBron or is it someone else?
Right, right.
That's
No,
how
literally.
that's how the 2010s were. It was like
Yeah.
LeBron versus the Warriors,
LeBron
or
and
LeBron
then
versus
Steph,
the Spurs.
Spurs is right.
Yeah, it was like LeBron versus the Spurs in the early, and then when we went back to Cleveland, it was LeBron and the Warriors for like 5 straight years.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Toronto came in and won one. Thank goodness that they came in. But like, but
Shout out
since
the
then,
Mavs. Can't forget
and the Mavs, yeah,
bro.
we can't forget the Mavs.
Yep.
But it's just good to see. It's great to see that the league's coming into parity. And I do have to think it's what Swank was saying when he's saying every team has good players, because we're going. I think we're kind of fading away from the super team. Like, sure, there are super teams, but every team has like so much talent
Yep.
that
Yeah.
can come out and drop 30 or drop 40 in a game that you don't expect. Because what's his name? Who used to be on the Bulls, played in China.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne,
Yep.
thank you.
Just
Oh,
went
yeah.
crazy.
Cameron
29
Payne
points.
just went like 29 and no turnovers. After going in China and grinding it out, like trying to get back into an NBA roster. And without Chris Paul, he stepped up, and that was so cool to see. It's so great to see these teams like that, and like the Suns, who were a lottery team for so many years, finally put those pieces together and are 2 wins away from going to the finals.
It's
Right.
great, man.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I used to be a big Steve Nash era Suns fan,
Yeah.
so man, I'm living the dream right now, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I was more of a Steve Nash fan than I was like a Suns fan, but
Right.
still to see the Suns doing good right now is dope.
And
It's
then,
dope.
and
man.
then Steve not being in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah, well,
That was tough. That was
That
good
was
basketball,
tough.
though.
Absolutely.
It was good basketball.
Oh, yeah. That
was a
7
great
games,
series.
good basketball.
for sure. Did y'all think the Bucks were gonna win?
I know he probably did. I thought the Nets would, but injuries. It was like
Yeah, the
I ain't
injuries.
gonna lie. It was gonna be everybody healthy. It still would have been a good series, but I don't know, man. The Nets would have. Who's stopping
I think
James
it would have
Harden
been
on the
Nets in
Bucks? You know what I'm
5,
saying?
bro. To be
Yeah.
honest, all
Fully
three-
healthy, it's different.
Yeah,
I think it would have been Nets in 5 if it was all 3. But the cookie crumbles, man. I feel right now, man. My gut is kind of telling me it's gonna be Bucks and Suns in the finals.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm feeling. Yeah.
But hey, man, those Hawks, bro. You better be worried about them Hawks, bro.
I so we had this conversation, and I told him, because look at the series that the Bucks played. Obviously, the Heat were the Heat.
Right.
But then the Bucks lost 2 games in a row to the Nets, and then they went on to win that series. It took them a couple games to get onto a really good offensive game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think with the Hawks, I mean, they had that game 1. They only lost by 3,
Right.
and that was with Trae Young balling out.
Absolutely.
So I think they're gonna get that feeling for
Yeah.
that offensive game plan. And once they get that Chris Middleton, Giannis, they'll throw Drew Holiday at you, and I
Absolutely.
think they'll win that series.
Absolutely. It's all about adjustments for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I told him the same thing. It's honestly the same thing with the Clippers. Like, even though the Suns are up 2-0 right now, I don't really want to count them out, because what if they just get done doing these past couple rounds, like literally being down and coming back?
Yeah.
So,
Down 2-0 and win both those
you
series.
feel me? So,
I mean, they're up right now,
What's the score?
I don't know, it's 20-17.
2017. Yeah,
I need
first quarter.
Kawhi need to come back, man.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if they can come back without Kawhi. You feel me?
Exactly.
Especially with it now, CP3, bro. And
Right.
I mean, it sucks that he got COVID. If he got COVID,
Right.
they never really said if he did.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
But man, I think regardless, like if he was able to just be able to like chill and relax, like man, this was kind of good for CP3
Yeah.
with the shoulder, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, the Hawks are a scary team, to be honest, bro, because they're one of those teams that there's just like
Young
the
and
Clippers too. You know,
hungry,
like you
yeah.
made a good point. Like they're both kind of young, but it's just like they're just super hungry teams, and you know, like I don't know the teams that you wouldn't expect, but just keep on winning. You got to watch out for them,
Right,
you know, because
right.
you never know where their ceiling really is. They mess around and win the championship for all we know, you know.
That's true. I mean, especially with these playoffs. I mean, because there is no LeBron or Steph Curry, you know, these
Right.
big players. Other younger players are showing their true colors.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Herter. I mean, Paul George. We've been, you know, is he a good player? Is he
Right.
even an
I love
all-star?
PG,
like,
but, yeah, he just
but he's balling out like a
Right.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
He's showing up.
Yeah. PG choked.
man.
Last
Oh
game,
my
bro.
God,
How you
he-
miss not one but two free
Two free
throws, bro?
throws, bro.
Come
Come
on,
on, bro.
man.
Easiest shot in the game. Come on now.
I mean, I was happy. I was like, hey, let's go. For sure. That's what's up, bro. Come on, let's go. My man's choked, bro. But dang, bro, as an NBA fan, I'm like, come on, man.
real.
Yeah.
You
Make
can't
it
be-
interesting. Like
Exactly, man. I mean, you're in this position. You're here. This is why you're here. This is
Exactly.
the moment. You're here to solidify the game, you know? And what happens? You feel me? 8 and out of everything that could have happened, that happened.
Right.
And Jeff Van Gundy was literally like, "This is what's gonna happen," and then it happened, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but like we said, the Clippers were down 2-0 in both the first series. So
Right.
I mean, it's tough. It's going to be tougher without Kawhi.
Right.
Hopefully, he comes back for Game 4.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the rest of this game goes. They're still up with almost the end of the first quarter. Excuse me. But I like both these series, and I was really glad I got to watch last night's game because the Hawks just seem like a team that are literally going to ride Trae Young as long as they can.
Absolutely.
And the Game 7 against the Sixers, Trae Young was falling apart, but everyone else stepped up in that game. So that was cool to see. And looking at the box score, I mean, Chris Middleton was 6 of 23, 0 and 9 from 3. So like he's not going to do that every game.
Yeah.
No.
He hits 2 of those, and the Bucks win.
Yeah.
So that's one like quick adjustment that can be made to kind of change that whole series. Because I was texting with one of my friends who was tuning in, and she doesn't watch much basketball. But I told her exactly what play was going to run. I was like, "Oh, the Bucks are going to get it to Chris Middleton and get him a 3." And she's like, "How do you know that?" I was like, "Cause that's what they're going to do." I'm like, how do you mean? And he got a decent look at it at the end, but it just like missed a little short. But so they were really close to winning that game, and that's going to be a really good series, I think. And I think the Bucks are going to win tomorrow to make it even before it goes to Atlanta.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, their shooting struggled at the beginning of that Nets series too. I remember watching the game 1 of the Nets, and they couldn't hit a 3 for their life.
Yeah.
One of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, 8 for 36 last night.
Oh.
Wow.
Didn't they set the NBA record? They had like 29 threes in a game or something like that.
Yeah.
I think game 1s are so important though, man, because it's just like that's when you just really get the feel of your opponent, you know, and then it's like I think after game 1, like obviously the fans may not know, but I think as the players, they probably know who's gonna win the series at that point, because it's like, all right, you know either okay we can stand up against them, or there's no way they're gonna blow us out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man, but I think with Kawhi Leonard being out, it's gonna be tough for the Clippers to come back.
Yeah, man.
You know?
The Suns hungry, man. They hungry.
And they're, especially with the fans all being back, you know,
they lit.
That Suns fan base is nasty, bro.
Shouts out to Suns and 4 guy. Who's like, everyone's taking selfies with him at the arena now. He's selling T-shirts. He's monetizing the heck out of it.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Yeah, you have to when you're in the spotlight like that. You gotta.
You know what's funny, man? I seen they gave an interview to the guy that he was punched, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview?
I didn't watch it, but I just saw that he was like actually in an interview for his side of the story.
Wow.
I watched the whole interview, but I only watched like a bit of the Suns and 4 interview. But basically, my read was off of it was like I don't know what the situation was at the end of the day, but I think that like I don't know, man. I think I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I think, man, like I think the Suns and 4 guy is getting a little more clout than he deserves.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way of putting it. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
I think mainstream is taking his side of the story a little too like strongly and not paying attention enough to what the other guy got going on. Because what the guy was saying, he had some pretty good points, and it's funny. This is one thing that I thought was hilarious. In the Suns and 4 guys interview, he was like, "Oh yeah, the guy that I fought, you know, he was wearing fake jewelry, blah blah blah." Bro, the interview with the other guy, the guy telling his other story, I'm talking about he got like 3-4 like watches, you feel me? Like he had a big old chain. He had all that, bro. Every single one of his things was real, bro.
Oh, he did the look.
Yeah, he had the test and everything. Everything was real. So I was
that's
like,
a flex.
"Hey, I'm rocking with you, bro."
On me, that's a flex.
He was Latino, bro. So I'm like, "Hey, man, forget what the other guy was talking about. I'm rocking with you, dog." You feel me? So
Apparently, the Nuggets guy was down for a rematch, but the Suns guy won't do it because the Suns guy did a couple interviews with like a couple of Barstool's podcasts or whatever, and apparently, like they all asked, like, because they have this thing called Rough and Rowdy, which is just like low level boxing, just like random people who want to take out grudges against each other,
Yeah.
literally.
Wow.
And so they were like, "Oh, would you do it?" And the Nuggets guy was like, "Oh, I would do it. I would so good do it in a match." And apparently the Suns guy was like, "Yeah, call me when we do MMA." It's like, all right, all right.
You sound scared.
Yeah, exactly. You sound scared.
Sound scared.
Exactly what I'm thinking. So I do agree with you, G, that there are two sides to the story that we didn't get the full picture of for that thing. But it is just funny to see how one guy filming a fight like this can blow up, and, and the guy who's on the other side of the camera can be now internet famous for however long he's internet famous for.
It's like, man, I kind of feel bad. I mean, you don't know what happened and stuff, but I'm like, damn, bro. Like for the other guy, they just making him look bad, bro.
Yeah.
Because they were saying too, like, because I didn't see the whole video, but like in the video he's leaking. You feel me?
Yeah.
But what he said, and I don't know if this is true or not, obviously, but you could see on his face in the interview he had like a big scratch on his nose, and he was like, yeah, like you can't see it on the tape, but dude, the Sons of Four guy, he came up and like tried to grab the dude's chain.
He, like,
But in the process, he scratched his nose, so that's why it was leaking, supposedly. Yeah. And obviously, I don't know if that's true 100%, but made a valid point. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. I was a little disappointed to see Sons of Four guy like really gassing himself up, making himself look cool when he knows there's the other side of the story. You know?
There's a lot of that going around though.
Oh yeah.
If I got fake jewelry, why are you trying to take it anyway? Like,
Right.
start there. Okay.
Exactly. At a sporting event. You
Yeah,
know?
like,
come on,
you
bro.
stupid. Police right there, like, come on, bro. Security, like.
But I guess that kind of transition, we're going long on basketball, but the quick transition in terms of how the fans have been at the basketball games, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've seen a lot of just weird things this playoffs with fans throwing stuff and just all this crazy stuff that, I mean, you'll naturally see, but I feel like we're seeing a bit more ever since, you know, after being inside for so long, people couldn't go to venues, so...
They didn't even have to let you guys back in, and y'all doing that to these players. Like, they doing this for us. Like, they didn't have to open. We could have still been in the bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, it's ignorant, bro. Like, I'm not rocking with it.
But it just shows where, I mean, you know, we all know where last year was, and it shows that it's obviously hasn't been exactly the same in terms of what everybody is seeing on the forefront, you know, but at the end of the day, like, all the problems still are real, you know, everything that people were protesting about and this, that, you know, like, it's all still going on. It's just mainstream society isn't as vocal about it, you know. So
just because it's not in the limelight or everyone's talking about it at the moment, problems are still problems.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, man. I mean, that's a whole other conversation that we have plenty of time to get into if we so happen to get into it. You know, I'm always down for an open-minded conversation. But is there anything else we want to hit on basketball?
No, I thought we had a really good basketball conversation.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
No, I think we said it well. Said everything we needed to.
Excellent.
Excited to see how these series go before the finals.
Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Bucks in 6. I think Hawks get 1 at home, and I'll go Suns in 5.
Okay.
I'll give the Clippers 1 at home if Kawhi comes back for Game 4.
Right.
Because I don't think the Suns are going to go 12 straight wins or whatever straight wins they're at right now. They're going to hit a wall eventually.
Yeah.
Any predictions? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Who I would want to see the Hawks and the Clippers in the finals, but I mean, it does look like it could be the Bucks and the Suns, and I'm with it. If it's the Bucks and the Suns, this is Giannis. Like, it's got to be your chance, bro. You have to get it. Like, literally.
Yeah,
Bucks,
I'm thinking.
right?
But I mean, Bucks in 6. I agree with that. And then honestly, if Kawhi comes back, I think he'll come back hungry. I think Suns will take it in 7.
7 games.
That'll be a good series. Good series.
Absolutely. I think it just depends on Kawhi and, like, because if they're saying he has a torn ACL, bro.
Yeah, they were afraid.
I didn't even
they
hear
were
that.
afraid that it was a torn
okay.
ACL. Yeah.
I mean, even with that, you got to be
Supposedly.
careful.
Right,
Exactly.
Listen to your body, man.
So, man, I don't know, you know.
It's
but
not worth it.
No,
it's
it's
definitely
not.
not worth it.
It's
No,
not.
no.
It's not.
We saw with KD, you know,
Yeah.
for sure. But, yeah, man, absolutely. No, the NBA is very exciting, bro, and definitely enjoyed this talk. We haven't had a
man.
good,
I
like,
love
engaging
basketball.
basketball conversation with guests in a while, man. So it's definitely
That
dope.
was really good.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, we've hit on one aspect of our show. Check. Now we can hit on to the music portion.
Let's get it.
We have 2 musicians, multifaceted musicians in the building. Do we want to hit on, like, who you guys are as musicians, and what you do, or do you want to talk more in terms of you said like influences?
I mean,
Whatever.
we can go both. I mean, I can start off. We can start off with just
We'll just talk about who you guys are.
Yeah,
for a
how we
little bit.
started.
Yeah,
So-
so introductions.
You feel me? So I'm Swank Sinatra, as everybody has probably already known, and my people tuning in. Been going strong with music for a while now, but I was just really just influenced by music in general. My parents are pretty young, so I've been exposed to all type of hip hop, R&B, pop, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just love music. Went to middle school and I was in band for like 8 years. I played the drums, so
Nice, for
you know
sure.
I just fell in love with music. Period. And then just rapping, you know, on the side, you know, doing stuff on my laptop. Eventually moving up in equipment as you know, started to make a little money and stuff. And then now we started going to studios and stuff. And like with him and his brother, same grade as me. Not him and his brother, but his older brother, same grade as me. And you know, we was cool. But then when he came to my high school, we just started connecting. And like
Nice.
it took one weekend down at NIU.
Yeah.
Had Jew and 2 other people come out, and we made a song, and like he rapped on it and everything, like way before he started making beats. And, but it was just that experience he had that made him want to do it more. You know what I'm saying? He was in band as well, so we already had that connection in music, and it's to a point now where we just been doing a lot of firsts together. You know, going to a professional studio together. Doing that show together, coming here together, you know, just all these first things, and it's just been a pretty dope experience, man. So I don't tell you enough, but you know, man, I'm proud of you, and I'm just so grateful to have you, you know, with me, because we gonna get somewhere, bro. We
Yeah,
gonna get
man.
somewhere, man.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's
I
real,
mean,
man.
he told my story. That was basically it. I mean, it sums it up. I mean, my entire life, music. I've been in bands since like 4th grade, something like that.
Okay.
Tried a bunch of different instruments, all that stuff.
Nice.
Super band nerd.
That's awesome.
I would walk around singing songs to myself,
Man.
and I'd always loved music. Never knew how to make it, and then we had that weekend, and I saw him do it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a way I can do it,
That's crazy.
and I did, and I just time and effort and
Yeah.
a lot of making bad horrible songs and
Right.
stuff.
to just improve.
Absolutely.
Because it was a wonderful experience for real. Because it's like when they came down and we made that song, literally, bro, all we did was just found a YouTube beat and just played it out loud and just caught a vibe.
Absolutely.
And I pulled up GarageBand and we just made it happen. And
Nice.
you know, he fell in love with it. And I just appreciate that for real. So
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope. It's like when you're like first start. So wait, you guys started basically in terms of taking it serious, and when you get like
Well, I'd
connected
say I was
college?
always taking it serious for the
Right,
long,
right.
but like once we linked up, it was like, okay, I don't have to use YouTube beats anymore.
Okay.
I have someone that can dedicate and cater beats to me.
And this was in college. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
this was
This
like
was
2018.
yeah. So
Okay.
like
All
you know,
right.
my 3rd year at NIU, because I went for 5 years, like my 3rd year,
All right.
and yeah, before then, literally, bro, I was just free for profit YouTube
Sure,
beats.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Still trying to produce stuff
yeah.
and put stuff out there, and having him just opened up an opportunity to be able to just put out music that people just haven't heard. You know
Makes
what
a
I'm saying?
big difference,
Free for profit
man.
beat, 100,000 people could have heard that beat already, but at least for this one, this is brand new.
Absolutely, absolutely, man.
yeah.
Trust me, man. I've got similar upbringing in terms
Yeah.
of like what's it called? I've been doing music a long time. I was in band as well, playing different instruments. And then like similarly like, in college, that's when it really like sparked for me as well, you know. And unfortunately, he's not here, but our third of the trio, Justin. Similarly, we were roommates.
Justino.
Freshman, Justino Cucino. We were roommates in our freshman year of college at Loyola.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I was slowly doing my rapping thing. I was like rhyming words, you know. I had started just kind of writing in high school, just on some like depressed, you know,
Yeah.
just I need to express myself type
Right,
of thing,
yeah,
you
I
know.
feel
And then slowly but surely, as the year went on, and we would always have these like super deep talks and motivational conversations, you know, and slowly just started to find, okay, I want to do the rapping, singing, vocalizing thing. He wants to get into the producing, and similar to you guys, you know, so like something just clicked with us, and then
Yeah.
it was just like from that moment on, like we just had a vibe. We kept working, and you know, I'm sure you guys have a whole community of people that you work with and link up with,
Yeah.
similar to us, you know. So yeah, man, it's that I can definitely empathize with you guys for sure. You know,
It's a beautiful thing, man. I feel like it's really important to have a team,
Oh, no doubt.
and I just started realizing that just a couple years ago, you know. So having a videographer on deck who even moved out of state, but he'll be coming back, and then
Yeah.
having him and just you know, me working with other people and then watching him, you know, work with these other artists and stuff, it's been big just to build his catalog, not just only being me. So
Absolutely.
it's been a beautiful thing, man, and I'm just grateful, and we're just gonna keep rising.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Absolutely. Oh, I thought you could say something. No, I think just my from like quick impression of how you guys like jive, bro. I think is really cool. You know, you just had the initiative to be like, yo, like, thank you, bro. You feel me, on a platform like this, you know, where it's like obviously people are watching. I think that shows true to your character and shows true to the relationship that you guys have.
It's my boy.
Absolutely, you know.
You talk a lot of smack sometimes, but
For
you
sure,
know, it's
for
my
sure.
boy.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's how it always is. Man. Absolutely, but just, you know, like when you can feel, you know, outside of your own. Obviously, Dan and I, you know, we do our thing, but you know, when you can tell like other people are on that same similar wavelength and they have that appreciation for their team and you know the people that they care about, man. Totally respect it, you know, and that's just what the culture is all about. That's what the show is all about, you know, and you know, just keep going, man. You know, don't give up, bro. I mean, as I say this, I'm saying this to myself.
Yeah, exactly.
telling
Yeah.
Dan, you know, telling everybody, you know, just you got a dream, man. Just keep rolling with it, and you got people that believe in you. Just go hard with that, man.
Exactly.
You know, communication, loyalty. That's all the key to success. You know, so I hope the best for you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
it.
For y'all
Appreciate
too,
that.
man.
Yeah.
'Cause, man,
Thank
I've
you.
been rocking with, you know, the podcast for the longest, man, and then rocking with your music and everything. And it's just cool to see how you and me we do different things in addition to what we do love.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm a graphic designer,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, but I love music. So
Absolutely.
like just being able to still multitask and do everything and just
For
it
sure.
all come together, you know, at the end of the day. So
Absolutely. And I think it's important, you know, at least for our generation, you know, I don't think our parents had to worry about this as much, but I think whether you're a musician or not, I think whatever you do to be successful in today's age for people of our generation, man, you got to be able to do many things, you know. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
to diversify, you know, to be the exact word, you know, diversify yourself and be able to take care of many things so that you can have more opportunities to get yourself in the door, because
exactly.
there's so much competition in the job market, you know, in whatever industry you choose,
Right.
you know. So I mean, you got to be ready to, oh, you know, I can do this, but I can also do that. I can do
Yeah.
that, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I think with how easy everything is accessible to us nowadays, you have to be multifaceted. You have to be like knowledgeable in multiple areas if you want to stand out from the rest. Because sure, like when our parents were growing up, or maybe generations before, like you could have been a one-trick pony, and that could have gone you far in life.
Right.
But now, people aren't looking for one-trick ponies. They're looking for people that can do this and that and that and that and this, and like can do all these different things that come in a full package. And I definitely think that it's a blessing and a curse, because it kind of pushes us to learn those new things and to take advantage of those opportunities of learning, whether it's rapping or beat making or graphic designing or working this board right here, and like doing different things like that. It kind of pushes you to kind of want to learn that, and motivates you to want to get good and great at it. Like pushes you to that level.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially like you said, everything is so easily accessible, and you could Google, you could go and find out how to do all of these things. So it's like, if I have 15 other producers that can do the exact same thing I can, just because they found out how to do it, because they have access to it, I have to be that much better.
Yeah.
I have to know how to do multiple
Right.
different things, and that's with everything else. It's just
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's tough, bro, especially as I mean, producing, man, and we can get into it for sure. You know,
sure.
like I think, you know, with the access to the DAWs, whether it be Fruity Loops, Logic, Ableton, whatever else, you know, like everybody pretty much has the access if they have a laptop or a computer, you know.
you just
so
gotta have a credit card.
Exactly. You don't even need a credit card, man.
Yeah,
You
something
only-
you get the cracked version of
Exactly.
something.
You can just crack FL or something, you know, and just go crazy, Charles.
yeah.
You feel me? And but yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, that just threw me off the.
Oh, sorry.
I heard the echo. Yes, I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. The topic of what I said
We were
earlier.
talking about
yeah.
FL Studio and
Oh, yeah,
producing
yeah.
Cracked
Fruity
versions and
Loops.
stuff. Yeah.
In terms of competition, you know, the access is there. So it's same with like rapping, right?
Yeah.
You know, anybody can just go on YouTube and grab a YouTube beat
Right.
and, and record over their phone if they
Right.
want to, and make a hit if they want to, you know, if they can really finesse it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's so important that at the end of the day, just be yourself, and you know, that's the true way to I don't know, stand out, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like, sure, you make beats, I make beats, you know, but like, what makes you special with your beats? What makes me special with my beats? What
Right.
makes your
Right.
graphic design and your
Right.
artistry special, you
Right.
know?
Yeah, that's why I think music for like what it is also just like nothing but true expression.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I can make a ton of different kinds of beats, and the awesome thing with music just being so collaborative too
Right.
is I could send all of those to Swank,
Sure.
and we can collaborate, and we've had a bunch of different songs that could cross genres,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, just any idea you can come up with, you know, music's the perfect thing for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What DAW do you use?
I use FL Fruity Loops.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. As do I. As
Yeah,
do
I love it.
As
I've,
do I.
I've used a bunch of the other ones. I just couldn't do it. It's
Mhm.
FL.
Our
all
homie
day.
Justin, man, he works in Ableton. He's a goon, bro. He's a goon with Ableton. And I be trying to work with him. I try because I'll slide on him. You know, we'll collab. But he'll be like, he'll put me in front of the computer as if I know what I'm doing on
Right.
Ableton, bro. I'm like,
It's a different language.
it's totally different.
It's
bro.
totally
It's
different.
totally different. So I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, just set me up. Let me put in a quick little melody, and the rest is yours, dude.
Something, right.
I don't know what's going on here, dude? You feel me?
Yeah, it's wild because everything's in a different place. And Ableton, I didn't even realize is actually more used than FL. And like,
Yes and no.
kind of what I've seen.
I
I don't know.
think with- I
You
think
probably
with
know
A-
more than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Ableton and shout out Justino Cucino if you're listening, bro.
Justino.
Correct me if I'm wrong if you're listening, but I feel like with Ableton it's a little more. I know a lot of engineers can engineer in Ableton.
Yeah.
You can engineer in FL Studio, and I've seen people do it. Know people that do it very successfully, but I think Ableton, just in terms of what they provide as a software, I think. I don't want to say it's a little more legit, but I think you can get a better overall product out of an Ableton mix than you would an
Yeah.
FL Studio mix. you
Yeah,
know?
no, definitely, yeah. That's why like Ableton is, you know, up there. Pro Tools is like the
sure.
industry standard if you're gonna record on something.
Absolutely.
Pro Tools.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro Tools, and then, like, I think Ableton is, like, right there for sure. You know, obviously
Definitely.
Pro Tools is Pro Tools, but,
Oh yeah.
I mean, working with Justin, I've been to a couple other studios where, and especially Justin, because that's who I've really worked with
Yeah.
in terms of Ableton. Man, like, and this is out of, like, his crib, bro. I mean, like, he used to live in Bridgeport. Now he lives in Burbs, but, man, like, he just, the way that he's so makeshift, you know, and he just sets up however he needs to. He created a booth and whatever, and he just does it, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, you don't need a big old studio. You making it in your crib, and
Yeah.
we making dope tracks.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, it goes back to if you got a dream, man, and you believe in yourself enough, like, you can make it happen out of your crib or however
Gotta
you need to.
find a
you
way to
know?
do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And just being able to just do it. Like, I started off with my mom's laptop, no mic. I'm rapping into the audio recorder, going into virtual DJ. It was dumb, bro.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
lining up, like, as soon as the beat drops, I got to press play on my vocals over here. It was a lot of extra stuff. But then going to working at Chuck E. Cheese and buying my first USB mic to knowing a good friend of mine, Jacob, to where he gave me a mic and an audio interface that he just had because he's in
That's nice.
he's in a bunch of bands and stuff like
Sure.
that. And he gave it to me, and I was doing that for the longest. We had a full project off that,
That's love.
and then we hit the studio, you know, just to
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
experience,
You
you know.
can't go back.
Exactly. Yeah, I love the studio, man. But like you said, if you got it, you got the equipment, and you know how to make good music and mix it right, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've been using FL. I don't think anything's changed. I have the same equipment, everything. It's just the know-how.
Mm-hmm.
It's just finding out
sure.
exactly how I want to make it.
Mhm.
Man.
For
Yeah.
sure, absolutely. So, what's your guys' like when you're like, okay, I'm sitting down, we're gonna make some music. You're like, what's your process?
Man, so I mean, I'll say a little bit, then you can say a little bit, but I'll come over, you know what I'm saying? We'll get some food, probably got a basketball game on or whatever, and he tells me all the time it's really just having somebody there with him just helps. It helps him more as far as making beats and stuff. So I'm in there, we're cracking jokes, we're talking, and then he'll just get into it. We'll listen to a couple samples, or he'll make one, and then, you know, 50% of the time, you know, I just let him do his thing. And then sometimes if I have a suggestion or I want something a certain way,
Yeah.
he'll do it for me. You know,
Yeah.
no problem, man. We just go from there. But
That's dope.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. I mean, you have to have the food and the basketball.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
I just think, I mean, as far as like having someone there, I mean, for me, just having someone like I can bounce ideas off of,
yeah.
because otherwise I'm talking to myself and I
Yeah,
feel like a
yeah.
weirdo. You feel me? You feel me?
Absolutely.
And it's just like I can turn around, kind of kind of gauge like,
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
this sounding okay?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's better if someone to bounce those ideas or bounce off like what you're doing to make sure that it doesn't sound like just like random thing. Like,
Right.
Like even when like music besides or like doing anything else, like it's always good to have someone else just be like, "This sound right?" or "Does this make sense?" Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Just like to have someone to kind of throw ideas off of. It's always good to have someone else to be like, "Well, maybe try this," or "I prefer this." Especially if you ever make it a beat for him, it's like kind of like I want to go more in this direction. You're like, "Okay, I'll go this way," and kind of do that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, as far as like a direction and stuff, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where peer editing in school came from, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's more. What's the word I'm looking for? It's more genuine when it's a friend. You know, we were
Yes.
friends first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Absolutely.
he doesn't get mad if I don't use a beat or something. You know what I'm saying? Or like, he'll tell me if I should do something different in the song or
Yeah.
whatever. So you know,
Yeah.
it's
That's how it's
Very
gotta
true.
be, man.
Absolutely.
That's how it's gonna.
Yeah, it's genuine. No, I agree. I was gonna just agree 100% with what Swank was saying. Like it's much better to say no to a friend than it is like a random stranger. Be like, oh, I don't know if I like that one. You can just be like, I don't like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
I'm not cool with
Ain't
that.
it?
Right.
That
Not
ain't
gonna
it.
get mad about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that you can't. You just be like, all right,
Yeah.
and just move on. That just shows how good of a relationship that you guys have, and plenty of people have that kind of thing where it's just like you know each other well enough where you can just be like, I don't want that, and you're
Right.
like, okay,
Yeah,
move on to the next
exactly.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think it's cool because we've been working kind of strictly on some of these albums because we had Elevation and we had Waves, to the point where whatever vibe I think that he might be feeling at the moment, or he'll tell me, like, hey, I like this freestyle, like I'm gonna do something like it. That way I can catch a vibe off that because that's all it is.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
I'm making something that's gonna cater to what he wants to hear right now.
Exactly.
So.
Damn, I wish Justin was here, bro. Because, like, what y'all are talking about is what Justin and I was doing, and
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
able to like bounce that off would have been really interesting. But I
Yeah.
feel y'all
Yeah.
for sure.
We'll set it up, man. Come back or whatever, man. I'm rocking with y'all, man. We gonna definitely
Vice
hang out,
versa.
man,
Vice
and lock
versa.
in for real.
Oh, absolutely.
sure,
yeah,
for
we
sure.
definitely cook up and all that for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
For sure, man.
Absolutely,
That'd
man.
be cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
For sure.
We'll definitely get it soon. But we got a show to do right now.
So
You
you
get-
were
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Waves. That's the latest project you
Yep.
dropped, right?
Yep.
So was that exclusively produced by Nicky C?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
I love
Yep.
that. So how did that go about? And like, was that like we've finally over the past like month and a half ish, we've finally been having guests in here. So one of the easiest questions to ask has been like, so how'd you spend your quarantine, or like how'd you spend the past year?
Yeah.
Was this a project that you kind of spent a lot of time cooking up in quarantine and kind of wanted it to come out as like a 2021 thing, or
Yeah.
was it more just like you always had an idea for something? It was just kind of a long process.
Well, I feel like what's crazy is I understand like the process of quality over quantity, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not in a position to just be holding out on music and just wait. I need to just be producing. So when COVID happened, this is before we went to the studio and everything, I was out of school and we made a project called Elevation. That was like 16 tracks, and we did it. And then I started connecting with another producer that we were both cool with named Juke Wong. And we did a project together, Trendsetter, right after that. And then literally Waves dropped like the beginning of this month. Like, just been trying to just keep going and apply pressure. Like, and my next step now is just more singles, more visuals and stuff. But yeah, Waves came literally like from after that Trendsetter album. I'm like, okay, now I can finally give Mickey C, my main man, a full studio recorded project, every beat produced by him, and we just went and did it. And we was all over the place. We went to Envion, the Music Garage in Chicago. My boy DJ Dope, he had a nice setup. We pulled up and recorded there as well. So just being able to do all that stuff and then just put together the project was dope, man. So it's time to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing again.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. I mean, like, during quarantine, bro, it was like I enjoyed being able to create, but at the same time, because like you said, being able to bounce off each other, like the inability to be able to do that, whether it was in here, not being able to bounce off other people, musically, was able to go to the studio and link up with a few people here and there, but it's just like, it was really tough, man. How would you guys like, how was your 2020 in that regard as an artist? Like, how are you able to, because I mean, obviously as artists, I can't speak for your past, your struggles, but I feel like all artists, we've all gone through some type of stuff in our life that gets us to the point where we feel or not feel like we have to, but just kind of life kind of makes it so that we express ourselves in this
You want
manner.
to express, want to put it, yeah.
Absolutely,
No,
you know?
100%.
So how would you say like quarantine really affected that?
For me, getting fresh out, it was honestly like what I said earlier, just being able to use the other channels that you have to put forward the goal that you really want. And for me, it was getting out of school because of COVID, being connected through word of mouth to help out a friend of mine now, a brother of mine I can call, with his clothing line, Zuri True.
Nice.
I'm the graphic designer, the
Dope.
COO of the company.
You
and
made
just,
that?
Yeah,
That's
he
really hot.
designed it. He presses everything. He does all the
Nice.
manual work.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just try to bring what he wants to see to life. And with that and the connections that he has, it just pushes me to, like I said, get that showcase the other day where I performed,
Right.
just based off that. So I ain't gonna lie, quarantine for me was good. Like I found my flow that I really wanted to just polish up and keep going.
Yeah.
I was able to work on design, start getting paid for that, and just getting notoriety in the social media world as far as a graphic designer, and then just improving and then just networking. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's
like,
awesome.
You're on the phone all day now. Like,
Right.
Gotta
What else
make
you
use
gonna
of it.
do?
You feel me?
Exactly.
You gotta make use of it.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, quarantine 2020, no distractions. Because at that point, you got to make your own distractions. Because you're sitting inside. And at the time, I was, working I'll call it a 9 to 5, doing that 40, 50 hours a week. And if I'm, getting off work, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I got to sit at home. I got to, take my, my dream, whatever it is, work hard on it. And I'm a huge believer in taking the worst things that happen to you and making it the best thing. Turn that into something better.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I took that and I tried to just get better at producing,
Yeah.
better
for sure.
and better, and just making a lot of just different stuff. And I think that's what we did, and that was elevation. And then we had all the studio sessions, and we got the chance to link with people, even though COVID was kind of restricting us. I got
Right.
to meet a bunch of different people, and I got to meet Zuri True himself, and YK Soup that was doing the showcase.
My boy
And
YK Soup, and just all the people that was there, just networking with other artists and producers and stuff like that. Just based off of we were down in quarantine for so long, so having that event we just had was just a breath of fresh air.
Maybe
Like,
reading type
Oh,
of feel.
yeah.
it felt like a blow off steam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
yeah,
feel
definitely.
That, man. As we slowly phase out of hopefully the pandemic and just all the social distancing,
Right. Yeah.
it
Oh,
just man, it feels so freeing, bro, just to know that we can go back to being able to do events and shows and meet new people, because I think it's so important in general just to meet and socialize people, but as artists, I mean that it's as entrepreneurs, it's
Yeah.
our livelihood.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah. I was just
Yeah.
about to say that. Yeah. That's a huge part of the music industry is networking and meeting people and talking and trying to talk about future things and like that. So I feel like that's what, and like Swing said, it kind of allowed him the time to kind of focus in on what he wanted and to perfect your craft or work on your craft. So then when the time came that you could finally do an event again, you were ready for that. You were ready to showcase and you were ready to talk to people, be like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what kind of music I kind of make. So it's a great sign to see that. And it is great to see that we're finally having concerts and venues again, because that's what music's all about. It's about doing the venues and the concerts. And like the past year, you could see that a lot of people were hurting without that stuff, and not just the artists themselves, but the venues, the people who work the venues, and all those people. It was just such a tough year, and to finally see like venues going on, I'm happy to hear that you guys had a performance last week, and slowly more and more things are going to open up, and it's just a great news. It's just a great sign to see, and it's just great to see people socially interacting normally again.
Yeah.
Somewhat normally.
Right,
Somewhat,
yeah.
yeah. There's
Yeah,
restrictions and stuff.
There's
Yeah.
still restrictions, but yes.
Some people are out there more than others.
Right.
On the topic of venues and events, I want to share the opportunity that I was sharing with you guys earlier, but here on the air, and be able to share with everybody else. Shout out to my boy Kevin Cole Podcast, the one and only who we've had on the show.
Shouts out, Cold.
A couple times, had him on here recently. He was our first guest when we were able to have guests back. So he is getting together with the team that I am fortunate to be a part of. He's setting up something called the Elevate the Community Jam, and where this I'll put out more information on the venue and all that. But basically, it's an event that will host an art exhibit, a breaking jam and battle, which is basically breakdance, and then a open mic and performance competition. This will all be hosted on Friday, August 6th. Tickets, I believe, will be $15 for artists if you want to perform or be a part of the jam. I believe part of what you pay to get into the door will be put into the pot for whoever wins the artist competition and then the rap competition and the break competition. We'll have more details as time goes on. We're still figuring it all out, but just to give you guys an idea and the people an idea of, because this is not only just for artists and breakdancers, but this is for everybody. You know, this is just for the hip hop community and, you know, connoisseurs, people who just love being a part of the culture. You know, it's a culture event. Anybody and everybody is welcome. We're looking to have like activities for kids. You know,
that's dope.
Vendors are open. So if you're interested in selling merch, right. Definitely hit myself or Kevin. We'll put all the information out. You know, but yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's an event on Friday, August 6th. All creatives, I highly suggest popping out, be able to network, link up with people from all over the city, be able to perform, you know, just have a good time, man. It's gonna be dope for sure.
Say less. We there.
Absolutely. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Have you ever? There was a what's it called? A documentary called "The Art of the Freestyle."
Mm-hmm. Was it on Netflix or anything? Like,
it may have been.
Okay.
Possibly. Maybe Hulu or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
I've not. No.
Dan, The Art of the Freestyle.
No, Googling it as we speak.
Yeah, when it comes
So
out.
it's basically a documentary on the art of the freestyle, right?
Yeah.
So the history of hip hop and the history of just basically just the it's mainly on freestyle, but it gives you a really in depth of like how hip hop and all that really generated, bro. How it really started, and I thought it was so just awesome in the early stages of hip hop, where what this Elevate the Community Jam is, that's where, you know, the culture really was in the beginning, where you just have everybody popping out to, whether it be a park or open facility, whether inside or out. And that's what you had, you know, you had people breakdancing, you had people, you know, had ciphers or rap battles, you know, you had graffiti or what, you know, like street art, whatever. I mean, it's just like, as we were saying earlier before the show, Swank, it's just like, at least in Chicago, we don't have enough venues or enough like open facilities, resources to give, you know, hip hop itself, the culture itself, you know, enough spaces to breathe, you know, and I think being multifaceted, that's my key word of the day, I guess.
That's the word of the day.
I think, man, the culture just really needs that, bro. Especially in Chicago, you know, we're dying out here. You know, we're struggling. We don't have the kids. You know, they don't have the resources that they need. You know, it's up to our generation. It's up to us to be able to use what we have and what we put out. You know, and share it with everybody. You know, so I don't know. It's just cool to hear about what you guys got going on. It's cool to hear what Kevin's got going on. You know, and just gotta elevate the community.
Exactly.
That's the community. You know?
That's it. That's all.
That's the mantra for sure.
That's it. That's all.
Well, Dan, anything? How you feeling over there?
Feeling fantastic.
Excellent.
Sensational.
Excellent. You guys good? You feeling
Yeah, man. I'm having a good time.
Oh yeah.
So,
I'm
excellent.
just
Excellent.
happy to be here.
For sure.
It's
for
overwhelming, but it's a good experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is the first. Well, this is like my second radio show, but the first like official one. Like,
Thank
you guys,
I appreciate
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Got the building, got the website. You know, you are really official. So it's
Thank
just
you.
dope, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
just gonna keep saying thank you as long as we talking. Just thank you for real.
Honored.
'Cause
Thank
we
you.
finally made it happen. You feel me?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Good.
Honored, man. I think everything is happening how it's supposed to happen. You feel me? And especially, I mean, bro, you know, like, think about last year. In the middle of this, like right now, last year, you know, we may have thought, oh, you know, this could never happen. We didn't know if we could ever have guests come on.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah.
Didn't know if we were going to be able to do this anymore,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm a big firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
You know, God
Yep.
has a plan. And, man, you know, like, we're here to move forward. You feel me? Help each other grow. And that's the key, you know? So it's exciting, man. It's exciting. So outside of music, and we can definitely get into more of music, but like, who is Swank Sinatra and Nikki C beats outside of the music? You know,
Well, for me,
interests, hobbies, anything.
let's see. Well, of course, you know, and even like of course, graphic design, but like besides graphic design, I really love basketball. Like playing, me and him been playing together for years. Like he's seen me,
Nice.
as you could say, like my peak level when I was a little younger and stuff. But I'm gonna get back to that. Don't worry about it. But you know, he's got to see me.
He's seen me passing.
See me in my prime.
I like playing video games. I got a PS5, so I be on 2K, Dead by Daylight, Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that.
Nice.
I don't know, man. I'm a funny dude too, so like, I know I just got a lot of. I make these guys laugh all the time. I'm just slow, bro. But I enjoy making other people laugh.
do
Like
too, man.
I think about sometimes, like not saying I could do it, but if I wasn't rapping or making music, I mean, rapping or being a graphic designer, like a comedian thing would be cool. Like I can't see myself just writing jokes, but just like in the moment, whenever I just know how to come out with some funny stuff. So I'm a chill dude, man. Outside of music and graphic design, man, I just trying to elevate the best way I can in everything I do. But basketball definitely is a big thing. That's like.
So I'm curious. How did you get into graphic design? Like, what drew you to the graphic design?
So it's crazy. It was growing up. You know, I would always draw comic books and stuff like that. I'm not the best drawer, but I was still doing it. And then like my junior year in high school, I took just a bunch of art classes. Going in from junior to my senior year to like where one semester, I think my senior year, I had cartooning and animation my first quarter. Then like the middle of the day was graphic design too, and like at the end of the day was like digital imaging too.
That's sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. So I was.
Official with.
Yeah.
But it was also more and it was a tough decision like going into college because it's like, do I want to do graphic design where I know like I get good at this, I can make money, or do I want to continue drumming and being in band and I don't for sure know what's to come after that, you know? And not to downplay anybody, like, you know, people come out with music theory majors and come out as teachers and stuff like that. But at the time, I just didn't know.
Yeah.
So I just feel like graphic design was just the best route for me to, you know, get my education and just, you know,
awesome.
it's helpful. So
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can do many different, you know, shirts, hats. You know,
Everyone needs graphic
flyers,
designers nowadays.
Exactly.
Everyone needs graphic designers,
Exactly.
whether it's for shirts and sweatshirts or logos or flyers for a podcast or anything. Everything needs graphic design now because everything's online and promoting online. So that was I like that the graphic design decision. I think that was very smart in the long run.
Absolutely.
Do you still play the drums at all before we go on Nikki C? Sorry.
No, but I don't. But my little sister, man, she's 16 and she's killing it. She's in volleyball, doing all type of stuff, but she's in band as well. Just made snare drum line this year.
Sweet.
But for me, I think she a junior. I got it my senior year. So just seeing her and just watching that, it's just been a dope experience. I even got to teach at my high school for like a year with the band, and that was dope. I was making like 16 an hour. That was dope.
Yeah.
But just living through her and just seeing her continue to do it, whether she goes on or stops, it's just nice to see that she at least did it and got to experience what I experienced when I was in it. Because I love band, bro. I have no negatives for band. I love the competitions, the uniforms, all that stuff. It was fun. I'm meeting different people, playing the drums. I really thought I was Nick Cannon for real.
That's awesome.
I was in drumline.
You feel me? Like, I lived
You see
it,
in the
like,
back in the third row and to the right. That's me.
I swear that's him. It has to be him.
I swear that's me, man. I swear that's
You
me.
can't tell me. You can't
You can't
tell
tell me
me
it's
it's
not. You weren't there.
not. You had to be. You had to be.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Nikki CB, back to
Alright.
beats.
I mean, I'm not as interesting.
He's
I'm
all
not
nice.
as interesting.
Stop.
I mean, outside of music, because I spend a lot of my time just working on music, because I love it so much, and I want to eventually in my life be like you said, multifaceted.
Ding 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 ding. Word of the day.
Yeah. And I mean, so that's I want to make hip hop, R&B. I've been starting on lo-fi because I like lo-fi. I just want to do everything, so I put a lot of my time and effort into that.
That's awesome.
Stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, I spend a lot of the time in the gym,
Okay.
just working out,
Lifting weights and stuff.
Yeah, working on my game, basketball.
Okay, I see.
I I'm gonna get there. I beat him last time.
Yeah, he beat me. He finally beat the master, man. It wasn't like he blew me. He won by like 2 points. It was a good game.
A win is a win.
I'm
gonna take it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm come back. Don't worry about it.
Hey, we gonna have to get a little 2-on-2 going.
Have
Y'all
to set it up.
Oh,
Chris,
I'm
Dan,
with
and
it.
I.
Oh yeah,
with it.
I'm there.
Definitely
I'm
with
there.
it.
Yeah.
Shoot, let's go right now.
We gonna have
He
to,
said, "Oh yeah, we
we
can."
All right, yeah.
we gonna have to give y'all that NSP smoke. Real
Say
quick,
less, say
right?
less. We got you. Don't even worry about
We
it.
gonna
got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
go special. Y'all heard it here first, man. We gonna get this 2-on-2 busting for
Oh,
sure.
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
feel you. But I feel you,
But-
Nick. I mean, I feel like as a producer, man, you know, a lot of you get so caught up in your work, and
Yeah.
you know, like you could be cooking up at 3 a.m. and you could be cooking up at 1 p.m. You
Oh,
know,
man,
like
yeah.
it just never
Exactly.
stops, you know.
Oh yeah, cause I'll wake up, go to the gym, and I feel like right after that you get all the you waking up and you getting ready for the day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the time that, I'm gonna get right into my beats. I gotta get my
Absolutely.
coffee, get right into the beats, and that's honestly how my day goes, pretty much. But other than that, I just turned 21.
Happy birthday. That's what's
Appreciate that. Going to Vegas next month.
up.
Oh yeah.
He fresh.
We
yeah.
yeah. Actually,
ready
our friend that we just had here,
Mhm.
he's from Arizona. We're going out there. Gonna go to Vegas.
I'll
together.
most likely be joining. We're gonna talk about that.
We
I
go-
should be on that trip. We'll talk about that.
That's gonna
That's
be a good
nice,
trip.
man.
It's gonna be a
Yeah,
good trip. But
yeah.
yeah,
That's
'Cause-
awesome.
Cause he's turning 21 as well. Our friend that's in Arizona. So just experiencing that and
yeah.
being able to live that moment with you guys. Cause shit, I turned 24 in August. So
Okay,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I feel
And
you.
it's wild because I feel like most of my friends are like his age. So like 24. I mean, we got. But,
a couple 25,
Kinda
really like 23,
24.
24, 25.
so
yeah.
like for the past couple years, I've been seeing
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
go hang out. We're gonna go to the bars. Gonna chill out that way. And I'm just sitting at home.
now you can finally.
Youngin. Yeah, I'm gonna go and experience it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, that's my plan. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to my boy ISO. I think he's listening. Hopefully he is. What's it called? We had a similar situation. Our homie ISO, he be rapping, and he was helping us out with Northside Plugged a lot, just in the circle, you know.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. And he always tells this story. I don't think I was even there, but just it would always be the case where similarly as that. Like we were all, 21, 22 or so at the time, and he was only like 18 or 19. So I was like,
I feel that pain.
19 or 20.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like, gonna have to sit this one out, bro.
It's a whole lot of FOMO.
Your time
I
will
just-
Tons
That's what we
of
tell-
FOMO.
Your time's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
come, bro.
Right, right.
You're almost there, man.
I mean, I even and like it's funny because I got to experience it one time with him because I mean even with like my friend group, I'm still on the younger side because my birthday being in August.
Sure.
So like I remember
What day in August?
August 20th.
Oh, I'm 28th.
Oh man,
Oh.
we close.
Close, close.
We went down to Wisconsin with one of our friends.
Oh, man.
And like we stayed at his uncle and aunt's house. But like the first night, cause like our friend Charlie, he's a triplet, so like, celebrating 3 people's birthday, it was a lot, but it was cool cause like
You do a lot of stuff.
we didn't have to worry about nothing. His family was taking care of stuff. So like the first night we were at a hotel and they decided to go to the bar. It was his 21st birthday, but I'm still 20 at the time. He was what 18,
I think it was
17.
18. I think
We just stayed in the
Just turned 18.
hotel room, bro.
we
Like
just chilled out.
he was in. I probably went to sleep or something. Like
Yeah, I know. I
couldn't do
fell
nothing.
asleep.
Yeah,
Long drive.
but just it was like,
Remember them days, man.
man, you're not missing out on nothing, bro. You're not missing out
No,
on
it's
nothing.
nothing
No.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean,
It's-
going to the bars and stuff is cool.
Yeah, check
being
it
able
out,
to
yeah.
drink. I mean, the
Yeah.
best thing is like knowing that you have the freedom. You know,
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
when you're
Exactly.
21, it's. I mean, I'm sure you've been drinking before and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, he hasn't, Mom. He's never drank before. If you're listening,
Never in my
Mom.
life.
He's
Never
drank,
in my life, Mom. I
Never
promise.
done anything.
Never.
It's okay. My mom knows. She's cool.
I think all of our moms knew.
You feel me?
At some point.
No, I was an angel.
If they didn't give us any, you know,
Exactly,
like
exactly.
my pops passed me a beer or something. I don't even like beer, but I sip
You
it.
know, some
Seems so.
champagne on
You
New
feel
Year's
me?
Eve, something like that.
See, a little swig is one thing, but when you coming into the crib at 3 a.m. stumbling. And,
I've never been there. I don't know what happens, but I've never been
I'm
there.
not trying to get there.
No, I'm not trying to.
I didn't say
Don't
that
ever
before.
get
I'm
there.
not trying to get there.
It's not fun, man.
No.
Don't recommend it. Dog.
No,
No.
no, definitely don't recommend.
Don't
it.
recommend it,
God.
bro.
No.
No, but no, it's just all about. I mean, I love. I pride myself on staying as young as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Dan and I are both 25. But there's just something about being an adult, and I'm sure you have your responsibilities. You got to do what you got to do, but just having that freedom. Once you hit 21, then after you hit 21, bro, it's just You know,
Smooth sailing.
yeah, man. Then you hit 25, you're like, all right, halfway to 30. is
right.
going
Where have I been?
you
I
know?
can now rent a car. Like, sweet.
I gotta get insurance next year. What is this?
Oh.
Telling to me, bro.
Oh.
Shout out, mom. I'm trying to figure that out right now,
I
man.
love you, Mom. Thank
Yeah.
you for
Love
the
you, Mom.
insurance. Thank you for the insurance.
Birthday is coming up quick.
Yeah.
I'm
Yikes.
gonna hold on to that luxury
Ooh,
for as long as I can.
You got some,
Cherish
yeah,
it.
you got some years
Cherish
left, bro. But
Hold on to it as long as you can.
you're in the
Oh,
mindset now. You got to start thinking about it.
See, it's
Right.
like it's like I say that, but like I've never had like a serious injury. I feel like the day I turn 26, something's gonna happen. And, like,
Oh man, you can't say it now.
Yeah, I know.
Knock on
There you go. There you
wood.
go.
Knock on wood. Bro. Knock on wood. Ring
knock
the
on
bell.
every
That's,
wood. Yeah, everything. Where's some more wood? More wood.
You missed a spot over
Oh,
there.
that one. That's part table. It's a different wood.
There it is.
Man.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, it's all about enjoying the youth, but at the same time, like, you get older, man, and just knowing that you have those freedoms to be able to, you know, if you want to go, like last week after the show, one of our buddies from excuse me, from college, he came from New York, just casually just went to the bar, met him up, had
Yeah.
a beer, nothing crazy, you
Right.
know, but just nice being able to have that option. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No,
Link up with
definitely.
your homies or link up
Right.
with your girlfriend or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. It's a good time for sure. So
For real.
you're getting there, man.
It's
Yeah.
all of it's an experience, and that's what like I feel like I felt like I missed out on.
Yeah.
Because like he was talking about in Wisconsin, they were going to the bars and they were doing this and that. It's, it's the experience.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Even if, few and far between, but
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, my best drinking experiences were definitely when I was not 21, dog. It was definitely the illegal
you feel a little bit
drinking.
dangerous
It
there.
was
You
awesome.
know?
feel a little bit
It was awesome. It was great. Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man. When you're younger and you just, I don't recommend anything of this, to the younger kids and everything, but it's just like, I don't know. And that's where the whole discussion of like high school and, your environment,
Yeah.
creates who you are, man. Because it definitely, I was talking to my cousin about this not too long ago. It's like that stuff will either make or break you. bro.
Exactly.
You know?
Very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's up to what you have inside here and how you were raised and your values, because I was that type of person where it was like, I was in the mix of it all,
Yeah.
I was cool with everybody. You feel? I'm not saying I was like super popular guy, but I'm just
Right.
saying I was the type of person where like I could be cool with the school nerds, quote unquote, but then
Yeah.
I could be cool with the kind of hood dudes,
Exactly,
or,
yeah.
the athletes, the
Mhm.
cheerleaders,
Yeah, for
whatever,
Yeah, Pretty much
sure.
same. Yeah. Pretty much same. Yeah.
Absolutely, So I don't know, man. I think in that mix, especially in high school and inner city, it can be tough for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
To find your role, and I think a lot of us get lost in the sauce,
Yeah.
man. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's wild to me was when I was in high school, I was like the opposite of what I am now.
Mhm.
Like super antisocial. I think my best friend was Call of Duty. You just chilling.
Yeah.
And then now it's like every opportunity I get, I'm trying to go meet people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, go do shows,
Yeah.
radio show, talk shows, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it, like you said, it definitely defines you. I found out exactly what I didn't want,
Mhm.
doing the opposite.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's like, and I just want to add to that. It's totally different now because like, yes, I want to do all those same things for myself, and now that I have him with me, like, I don't ever want to let him down. Like we
Yeah.
performed, and I did
That's awesome.
2 beats for you, and I'm like, I'm not gonna give you specifically no bad performance. This is still half of your work. You know what I'm saying? So
And that was not a bad performance.
Man,
Yeah.
that
so
was,
much fun.
oh man.
it was fun. It was definitely fun.
See, that's a great perspective from an artist to a producer, man. Because I started off as an artist and then became a producer. So
Yeah.
it's like my struggle a lot of times was like, man, like I've seen producers be more stingy than not, man. You
Yeah.
know, and it's just like, I mean, obviously as a producer, you want your credibility. You want you want at least something at least.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel me? Like you
Yeah.
want to at least get something out of it. Half and half, like that's dope. You feel
Yeah.
me? And then if you're able to get exclusive, right? Sell exclusive rights off of beats. That's right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mm.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think the best, man, is at the end of the day when you have that artist-producer relationship, and it's just that it's 50-50. It's all
Right.
Yeah.
love. We
Exactly.
don't. Whether it's the front end or the back end, either way, I got you, and I got you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it goes back to that communication.
Mhm.
And you guys continue. And since you're a little younger, not too young, but. Still, no, it's important to know because I remember I wasn't thinking about like this at 21,
Right.
So it's important to communicate with each other, with your team, with your people.
Yeah.
And, whether it's the hard stuff you you know, you may be feeling something, you don't know how
Yeah.
to say it, just say it, you know, because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, like, either you get it out of the way now or it blows up in your face later,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
and it's just like, you don't want that, especially when, you know, you got a good thing going,
Exactly.
you know, so just always be transparent and,
Yeah.
and with the work, man, and you'll find success for sure,
For sure.
you know,
Yeah.
We on the way. We on the way, man.
absolutely.
We on the way. We all on the way. We all on the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're,
yeah.
we're all young at the end of the day,
Exactly.
man, you know,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
and that's why just
Exactly.
embracing the youth, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For
Embracing
real.
your youth. What do you guys like looking forward to in the next, whether it's next month, next 6 months, next year, whatever? It can be music, it can be
Yeah.
life, doesn't matter.
For me, honestly, when my guy comes back, I just want to get more visuals out, especially next month. 'Cause that's when it'll be back, and just being more consistent with that now that I'm out of school and I can take the time to just go places and shoot stuff. So, just getting more visuals out, and then just continue to grow with him, whether it's opportunities like August 6th and stuff like that, just finding them and actually doing it. Because at the end of the day, because like I'm a person, I get bad nerves. So like even on the way here, I was a little nervous, but I'm cool now. But like that performance, I was nervous all day. As soon as they said I had to open, what I do?
Sprinted
Went
on
up-
stage.
Went up there
Up
and made
there.
it happen. Went up there and
Just
made it happen.
Didn't
Butterflies
think
went out
twice.
there. So just trying to improve that to even lessen that feeling and just keep doing it, keep perfecting the aspect of networking and performing as well. So
Yeah.
that's my plan.
It's like you said, real quick, I'm sorry. It's like you said, you know, the more that you put yourself out there, the more comfortable you get
Exactly.
doing that. You
Oh
know?
yeah. No, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I'm looking forward to getting my own place
Mm-hmm.
next month.
Nice, congrats.
That's it's just full studio. It's gonna be like everything I've ever wanted out of it. It's gonna be like that. I want a wall of keyboards. I want drum pads. Everything. I might put a booth in there
And I'm gonna be over there a lot.
and just making good music.
I
And
got
I'll
my-
have
I got my bag packed.
yeah, because for me, like personally, I think a huge thing with music is your environment.
Oh, no doubt.
And like just being a creative overall, like if you're in this kind of dark environment or whatever it is, like you're kind of inhibiting yourself.
For sure.
So I think once I get my own place, I'll be able to just
Mm-hmm.
100% be myself. And I'm just grateful. My girlford's an interior designer. She's gonna do all
what is
that.
she? I'm sorry.
Interior
Oh, nice.
designer.
Oh,
I can't talk.
somebody else
That's my
was
bad.
there.
No, I stutter a lot. It's all right.
No, it's okay.
No, you don't.
Flame.
Just messed up with
We
that.
got our
That's
NSP.
clutch to have. That's clutch to have interior designer because like I just moved into my new apartment and I have no idea how to organize it or like how to decorate it at all. So that's clutch to have someone that can kind of
Yeah,
like
I
Yeah.
I
make
wouldn't
it-
know the next thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how any of that works. And there's a word for feng shui.
feng shui. Mhm.
I don't know what that means.
Sounds cool though.
Right.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I have like so many decorations for my old place. I'm like, where do I put these up? Do they fit? Like, am I too old for this?
Right.
Because I have like a box full of flags. And I'm like, am I too old for flags now? Like, is that such a college thing? Like, do I really want to put up 6 flags in my apartment
Yeah.
again?
Right.
That's
No, not 6 flags. Not that 6 flags.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's nostalgia right there. I just thought of
Yeah.
the old guy and everything.
Oh my gosh. Childhood memories and everything
Man,
coming
Absolutely,
back.
man. The kids don't know, man.
They really
No.
don't. They really don't.
They don't.
They don't know about a lot, bro.
Nah, the kids are missing out on a lot of. I think we were the last. Like, I think our generation will bring back the creativity for the next generation of
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
But I think this generation of kids right now really missed out on what we got a chance
Yeah.
to
Nah, for real.
experience.
For
All the
real.
cartoons and just all the creativity, man. Like, it was fun.
I was just talking the other day to my dad about both my parents about SpongeBob and just how there's so many adult jokes in that once I got older, bro, I love that show. Like,
Yup.
I'm quoting stuff because it's just so funny, bro. Oh my god.
I find myself watching it still, like on.
Yeah, like I will cry laughing, like
It'll
Come
be
on
an
now.
episode you've seen 100 times, and you'll hear the same joke and you just die again.
yeah. My leg.
My leg.
Oh,
Yeah, SpongeBob was a trip, man. Like,
man.
I don't know, bro. Like, I think those were just the best cartoons, the ones that had that like kind of dark humor to it. Like, I loved Billy and Mandy, bro.
Yeah.
Billy and
Oh,
Mandy,
Billy
yeah.
and Mandy,
That
Yep.
was
Mm-hmm.
awesome,
Yeah.
bro. You feel me? Just
That and like courage. And
I was
Courage.
thinking
Oh
courage.
man.
Courage, yeah.
Courage, you know.
Ooh.
Muriel.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad.
I actually, speaking of Courage, I just saw a trailer for Courage and Scooby Doo.
That's crazy, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're making a movie with collab Courage and
Oh, I
Scooby.
need to see that.
That's gonna be awesome.
I need that now.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, right.
It's a cartoon, but it looked dope. It looked dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's straight up. Go
I
ahead.
haven't seen like a good cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Netflix comes out with a bunch of cool ones. I like Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
but like other than that, I don't know a bunch of.
And I mean, with that, it's like a big like you remember back in the day, like on Disney Channel, they had like The Sweet Life of That's So Raven and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, like or Nickelodeon had Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, like it's a
Yeah,
dope
the
crossover
Jimmy
event.
Timmy
That
Power
was amazing.
Hour.
And they had like 3 parts. I think that was amazing, bro. Like,
Plus-
Oh my goodness.
oh my god.
When you saw Timmy and his animation, and then Jimmy and the Fairy Odd Parents animation, those always trip me out. where
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whoa. Like,
Those are so cool.
Oh my god.
Kids are missing out for sure,
No,
man.
seriously.
For sure.
Because like I think like cable TV as it is like dying. Because like there's everything's now streaming.
Stream, yep.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
Sure.
in like the kids shows, like you can get Sesame Street on like HBO now or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Like you can get whatever like any other like kids shows. Like what is it? One of my nieces like love Paw Patrol, and I
Yeah.
forget what platform it's on, but like they can watch like 20 episodes in a row if they really wanted to. And it's just like crazy. Like for us, we had to sit through commercials. We had to.
Right.
If
Oh,
SpongeBob was
man,
only on
yeah.
for 2 hours before something else came
Exactly.
on. And then like so it's funny how that kind of the way the consumption of it all is changed so rapidly over the past 20 years. It's insane.
Which has probably made like the creativity a little lazier. you
Yeah, I
know?
feel like
Yeah.
Because they can just know that if they make something, then someone will watch it and they put it on the streaming platform or whatever.
The worst is when you have a formula. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Because then you see, like, I feel like Netflix, you can just randomly scroll and be like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
Netflix made this.
You've never even heard
Yeah.
of
You've
it.
never even
exactly,
heard of it. They just, like,
exactly.
make random things, and you're like, this person was in it? Like,
Yeah.
I forgot what movie I saw, but it was like Glenn Close and someone else was in it, and I was like, I never heard of this movie. Like,
Yeah.
Like, and Netflix made this in 2017. Like, where was this? Like,
Yeah.
how did no one talk about this?
And there's so many. It's like until you watch it and know that it's a decent movie, you're not gonna click on it and be like, this is what I want to watch.
exactly.
You're gonna
exactly.
scroll through their 2,000 movies and shows, and I don't know what to watch.
It'd
Absolutely.
be tough with Netflix sometimes. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, bro. They
I
move
feel like on
huge.
Hulu I find something right away, but Netflix I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling.
Man.
Yeah, Netflix I scroll at. Hulu I usually go and I know what I want to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, same.
Usually I go to Hulu and it's like, okay, am I going to watch Always Sunny or Scrubs? And like those
Yeah,
are like my
yeah,
decisions.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
Scrubs.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
think
a
It's
good
like,
show.
but like, but yeah, that's I guess it's just how they consume it nowadays, and you don't get those crossover events. Or like,
Exactly.
if they do make it, they're gonna do what they're doing with Courage and Scooby Doo and make it a movie.
Yeah.
that's
Right.
gonna be. I guess they're promoting it now, so I guess it's kind of the same, but it's gonna be on whatever platform it's
Yeah.
gonna be on,
Yeah.
and
That's awesome.
yeah.
Courage and
Especially-
Scooby, bro.
Right.
Oh,
Bussin'.
I would have never thought.
I would have never thought
No,
either, bro.
neither
Especially
have I.
now, you know,
Right.
like
I'm so interested to know how they're gonna make that happen.
You gotta watch the trailer.
I guess I do. I mean,
the
yeah.
Trailer
I haven't even
buzzing,
seen it.
bro.
Have you
Trailer-
seen
it?
Yeah,
Watch
yeah.
it.
The trailer look nice.
I need to watch that.
I'm
Yeah,
with
I
it.
gotta watch it too.
I'm
Hook,
definitely
line, and
with it.
sinker. So they get you. A score update: the Clippers are up 3. The third. It's 9 minutes left in the third. They just started the third quarter.
Okay, okay.
Let's
Stats
see.
look-
Son's gotta finesse this, bro.
Let's see. Booker's 2 of 10. Chris Paul's 2 of 11.
Wow.
Paul George 6 of 15.
Wow.
Zubac's got a double.
He better.
Say he better.
Terrence Mann's got 10 points again. The man's going off.
That is such a good story.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that man. I don't like the Clippers, but I'm happy for that man.
They should just put the ball in his hand more, especially now.
For sure. Well, he's young, you know, so
Yeah.
Second round pick out of Florida State.
making a name.
Because
for
you never
himself.
hear, like, it's always good to hear about second round picks in the NBA because, like, it's a rare occurrence. Like, actually, this year's MVP was the second round
Jokic.
pick.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
but it's cool to see, like, that more of the second rounders are getting more recognition, or they're, like, more of them that are coming up because it's hard to gauge draft picks, obviously,
Absolutely.
after every year.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see more second rounders kind of get more recognition. What's wild is, like, the NBA draft used to be, like, 7 rounds.
Wow.
In like the 80s and stuff when they
Yeah.
like, back then, like it used to be like 7 rounds.
Yeah.
And imagine that, like Yet a team of like 15 guys just randomly gets 7 added on top of that. Like, where do they go? Like, you can't have a roster of 20 guys.
And it ain't
Like,
no G League or anything like
there's
that.
no G League back then. So that was always interesting to me whenever I see like random things where it's like the 7th round pick in 1984. You're like, 7 rounds? This is football? Like, are you serious?
That would suck, man.
That's a lot of rounds.
That's a
That's
lot.
a lot of
That's
rounds.
That's-
insane.
and you're just sitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it wasn't on like live broadcast back then or anything, but like watching all the way to the 7th round.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Not doing
It's
that.
tough making it past like the lottery, bro.
Honestly,
even through the
yeah.
lottery, it's kind of like unless your team is like number like 26. Like whenever the Bulls have a pick, especially in the first round, I'm always gonna watch until like they hit, you know.
Right.
But other than that, man, I'm not gonna sit through a whole
No.
second round.
I've
bro.
never watched the 2nd round.
Yeah.
I don't know if they even
Yes.
broadcast it.
The best.
I don't even know
Uh,
They
I don't know.
they
Maybe on,
do
like,
they
ESPN too or
they
something.
ESPN does broadcast it, but like they'll go to commercial for some of the picks. Because did you
Wow.
guys see this on Twitter? When Nikola Jokic was picked, there was a Taco Bell ad
Yep.
being broadcasted on ESPN, and it just said Denver Nuggets select Nikola Jokic, like at the bottom of the screen while it's like they're promoting the quesarito or something like that.
I'd be upset.
Right. now he the
upset.
MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He need to go do a deal or something with Taco Bell. You feel me? Like, go make some money off them, man. For real.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to look it up. In '84, when Michael Jordan was drafted 3rd overall, there were 10 rounds.
Oh my God.
So the
10 rounds, and it
what?
looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people past the fifth round and beyond actually played in the NBA.
Wow.
You had a handful in the 4th round.
anyone like notable that you could tell.
I don't know, like, what's the point, bro?
Rick Carlisle.
Right.
Rick Carlisle
Wow.
was drafted in the 4th round.
Wow.
Bob Thornton was drafted in the 4th round. I guess he played 8 seasons.
Wow.
But like Eddie Lee Wilkins played 6 seasons. Not most of these guys don't have any stat lines.
So what do? They just get drafted and then just don't play? Like, what happened? Like,
Well, yeah, I'm very curious.
don't even draft me then.
You get your name on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Oh.
you get your
Did I
name.
get any money?
Like they don't. These guys don't even have basketball reference pages because I can't even click their names.
Is there a whole underground NBA league that we don't know
Right, we
about?
don't know
among the
about
players?
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wonder how that
The
works.
first rule of basketball club is don't talk about basketball.
Oh, that's crazy. I wonder. I'll have to look into the history of when they actually cut it to like 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more recent in the past. In the 21st century, probably. I don't know if the 90s they did it as well. But
21st century.
We're here in the 21st century. That's crazy.
my
That's
God.
weird to think about. You're right. No, you're absolutely right.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah, that's
weird to
right.
describe it that way, but it is. It's like
We're
that.
in the 20s.
the 2020s.
Is
Is that weird to you guys? It's very weird
The
to me
roaring
being in the
20s.
20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I saw this thing, and I think like history is so cool because it does repeat itself.
Absolutely.
In 1919, they had like the Spanish flu.
Mm-hmm.
2019, on the 2020
Right.
COVID-19. What followed that pandemic in 1919 was the Roaring 20s. Lots of parties, a lot of art, music, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So reading this article, it's saying
Shit makes
2020s,
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Roaring 20s,
I didn't even think about that.
part
Wow.
2.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm with it.
I'd love to see it.
Right.
Oh, bro. I mean, you can already feel it right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
after everybody again being inside and stuff, like we're all just itching to be, just
Yeah.
around people,
Yeah.
around new energies and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
It's so crucial, man. It's so crucial, and it's so just important to grow. I felt like last year there were moments where it's just like, damn, like, yeah, like internally, or with family or your bubble of people that you're around, like you're growing however you're growing, but it's just like you got to step outside of your comfort zones and experience new things and this and that, and then
Right.
just when that's literally just taken away from you,
Yeah,
and
man.
you
Yeah.
can't really do anything about it, unless you want to, risk going out and
Right.
catching COVID, which
Right.
nobody was stopping people, obviously.
No.
We see how that turned out, bro. You
Exactly.
feel me? But you just gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day, and it goes back to we're here now, and that's what
Right.
matters,
Right.
and just being smart, and Yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. I'm
Yeah.
excited for
Me
sure.
too.
I'm
Me
excited to
too,
see
man.
where life takes you guys for sure, you know, and how we can all continue to build up and grow, you know, because
real.
we got our whole lives ahead of us. But you know, in terms of at least this decade, man, we got a lot of this decade left, man.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we do.
We're in the right
Yeah.
spot, you know. We're young. I think this decade was made for us to I don't want to say thrive, because obviously the world has shown that, you know, our free will, if you will, you know, can be taken away at
Right.
any given moment.
Yeah.
But man, like, God willing, you know, like, we have a lot of opportunities in front of us if we take them, you know. So
Definitely.
keep open mind, man. You know,
Yeah.
especially 21, bro.
Oh yeah.
Sky's the limit, man. For
Real.
sure. I'm thinking we'll take a quick little breather, quick
For
little
sure.
break, you
For
know,
sure. For sure.
air out, and then we can come back and finish out last segment, do whatever we
sure.
need to do.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
a Northside Plugged freestyle if Swank is down. I don't know.
See
You
what's
feel?
to it, man.
Oh,
Okay.
low
Okay.
key, let's play some Swank music.
For
Yes.
sure. Let's get it.
That's
Excellent.
what we should do.
Any specific track you want us to start with?
Anything but the very last one that
Anything but that one?
yeah, I think it's called Shameless,
Okay.
because that's newer. So I want to save that like
Okay. All right.
closing out or something.
All right, cool. So we'll start the break with Make It Flip.
Make it flip.
Make it
Frank
flip.
Sinatra.
Yeah, let's get it.
Is this produced by
Yes,
Nick
sir.
C. Beast?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
What?
awesome.
What do you mean? What do you mean there's a problem?
Just download it.
Download. I'm gonna download that.
We just gonna talk a little
gonna
bit.
buy that.
So, yeah,
Album.
if it didn't work, I
gonna
could probably
shoot you.
airdrop it if it didn't work.
True.
It doesn't work.
Oh no, we'll make it work.
We're gonna make it work.
just gotta do it a
Nah,
cappella.
there you go, a
I'm
cappella.
gonna hop up there and do it. Stop playing with
You
me.
might as well, might as well.
Come on. Oh.
There it is.
All right,
Make
here
it
it
flip.
is.
By
Let's get it.
Frank
Let's get
Sinatra.
it.
Mickey C on the beat. Watch on my wrist, tryna see what time it is. Pick up shorty from the way, she said she like it how I live. Throw the money in the duffel, now she wanna give me kiss. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Look, talking my get a bag, make it flip. Crash the whip on the way, cause I'm swerving this. She said she like how I lay every verse in this. Shoot my shot, fade away, ain't no 2K in this. But I'm dunking like I'm Tim. You can't ball in this gym. I work hard for this. I want it all and that's it. Count the racks all on my back, I ice my leg and now I limp. Get these checks and add it up until my name up on the blimp. I don't need no introductions cause they knowin' who I am. Coming straight from Chi-Town, I ride around in a lamp. Doing me and cause I got it, I'm the man. You don't want no problems with me, I'ma leave you where you stand. Hey, looking both ways, trying to get to the cake. Money hit me on my celly like hello, is this swing? Hey, looking both ways, trying to get to the cake. Money hit me on my celly like hello, is this swing? Hey, watch on my wrist, trying to see what time it is. Pick up shorty from the way, she said she like it how I live. Throw the money in the duffel, now she wanna give me kiss. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, don't fumble it. Royal Rumble with the tussle, baby, know I got strength. And I see she staying hard, cause I'm bumping blue tint. Mix the bass in with the kicks, and now I'm jumping like Vince. Couple hundreds on me, swear there's nothing to see. If you got it, make a bag and make it double like a fee. Why they hating on me? I'm the hottest in the streets, cause I made it at the gate, it only took a couple beats. Yeah, I fall off in this, they steady checking my feet. Tryna see like what them is, I ain't never seen these. Christian Lou, nice things, but I got enough bling. Stack the paper like a weight and let it follow my dreams. Looking both ways, trying to get to the cake. Money hit me on my celly like hello, is this swing? Hey, looking both ways, trying to get to the cake. Money hit me on my celly like hello, is this swing? Hey, watch on my wrist, trying to see what time it is. Pick up shorty from the way, she said she like it how I live. Throw the money in the duffel, now she wanna give me kiss. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Yeah, I'm talking my get a bag, make it flip. Look.
Yes, sir. Let's Make It Flip, produced by Mickey C Beats, man. You can get that everywhere on the Waves album, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, all that, man.
Mickey C's got a whole lot of music going on, you dig?
Yeah, he do. Drop off the roof and the coats on my top and it's missing. I'm breaking the limits of science and physics. Whipping the kitchen, I'm washing the dishes. I'm killing these. They think I'm a gimmick. Blowing the O just to get through the pain. A lot of these be thinking the same. I'm doing me, so I gotta maintain. I'm whipping the foreign, I'm flooring insane. Look at my neck like they know I'm the best. With an S on my chest, they don't stopping me yet. Water on me, so protect it, protect. Couple diamonds from Fiji, I need me a check. You couldn't get it, you quiet on set. When I pull up with got it on deck. Not scared of shooting, they pulling like Steph. Watch them look for the shot like they open, it's wet. Yeah, talking my talking, I know that I'm it. Precious one in here, put that on the set. And watch them go up like I'm hopping the steps. Channel myself, I control where I'm at. We gotta get it, we need it for that. Money be falling like trees when it's autumn. Grow me another, I plan it tomorrow. Then sit in the shade, cause I hate to be bothered. Said I hate to be bothered. Money be falling like trees when it's autumn. Grow me another, I plan it tomorrow. Then sit in the shade, cause I hate to be bothered. Said I hate to be bothered. I look like my mother, I look like my father. I look like the greatest to ever go harder. A beat when I spit will get hit with the slaughter. I'm running the game, put me in as a starter. Know that I'm up and I can't slow it down. Know that they suck, but they keep coming round. Boxing my luck against crowds. I'm fit for a king like I need me a crown. They said I can't do it, but look at me now. Watching the ways of clowns, stuck in my ways but continue to sound. The best at this shit, watch them writing it down. Money be falling like trees when it's autumn. Grow me another, I plan it tomorrow. Then sit in the shade, cause I hate to be bothered. Said I hate to be bothered. Money be falling like trees when it's autumn. Grow me another, I plan it tomorrow. Then sit in the shade, cause I hate to be bothered. Said I hate to be bothered. Yeah. Said I hate to be. Yeah. What? Said I hate to be. Swank gang. Said I hate to be bothered. Yeah.
I'm ready. We back.
Northside Plugged.
That was Bothered by our boy Swank Sinatra. That is also on streaming platforms, correct?
Yep,
All right,
yep.
so we will share out those links and we'll make sure to get those out there. So those two songs are on all your favorite streaming platforms. Make sure you go check those out and stream those MRFers, since it is radio, can't swear. But it was good clean edits though. I like those.
Yeah.
I was trying.
That was good effort though.
Thank you.
Transition.
I enjoyed the songs overall.
Yeah, I like the
appreciate it.
Bothered
I
one. The
appreciate
Bothered beat was really
For
chill.
sure,
I really
for
like
sure.
that one.
My man's right here, man.
You could just,
Yeah.
you could tell, you
Yes.
could, at least having the inside of understanding, you could tell, you're doing your thing, he's doing his thing, and it's coming together well.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
keep it up for sure, man.
Appreciate it, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, as we always do, we will end with another Northside freestyle.
Yeah, let's get it.
So let's get it. We'll start this off. I will start with. Let's go this one. I like that one. I like the name of
For
this
sure,
one.
for sure.
Well, would you do the honors first?
Say less. Say what I got.
Say less.
Swain Sinatra in the building. Mickey C Beats.
Northside Plug.
Yeah. Hey. La. Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. La. Hey. Yeah. Swing. Big swing, headed straight to the big banks. Big franks in my pocket, I got big safe. And they hating on the kid, right? And I get it on the right. Young Swank, it ain't no other. Yeah, and that's word to your mother. Yeah, and shout out to every brother. I be killing it, I'm undercover. Stay fresh with it, fresh with it. Fresh to death, counting checks with it, checks with it. Do it the best, ain't no left, ain't no next. I'm the best, young Swank, who is left? I'm just talking. Rappers talking, man, they barking. In the whip, I'm steady parking. Light it up and now we sparking. Yeah, I'm on the market. Looking for my targets. Yeah, and I'm a guard. I'm a don. I'm the one, ayy.
Yeah, Don. Yeah, he the one,
Yeah.
hey. Yeah, he the Don, hey. Yeah, hey, Swank, he the one. Yeah, now I'm gonna rap, I'ma do me. Hey, I'ma smoke it like a doobie. Yeah. And I've been fuming, I'm ruthless on the beat. This the life that I'm choosing, bruising what I gotta do. This music is in tune, lost in the confusion, concluding that repetition is the key to open up the doors for me to see the opportunity that I know bleeds out of life. Cause I know that there's more to see out of life, ayy. I wanna breathe in the trees out of life, ayy. But they cutting down the trees out of lives, ayy. Dang. It's all dawn. What's going on, man? I'm feeling like the one. Spitting on this with Swank Sinatra. I'm on the beat, feel like Frank Sinatra. Yeah. How many times you heard that? My boy probably heard that so many times. But I gotta hit it cause I got so many rhymes. And they gonna have to hit me with so many fines. Cause I'm never gonna stop, so you better pay me. I gotta get paid for this thing I love to spit on the beats. I don't know, I'm just going, flowing, hey. Moving with the ocean, yeah. Let me pass that back to my boy Swank, oh yeah.
He said he passed that back, Super facts with the raps, no cap, I get it back, snap back with a hat cap. And they know who I is, and I rap that. Hit a rapper with a bat, and I do it, I'm like that, Freestyling, I be wildin' like I'm Nick Cannon. And if you probably ain't know, yeah, my name is Brandon. Just some funny stuff. I be killing on no dummy stuff. I'm the man, I'm the one, I'm the don. I said it again, so you ain't hear me the first time. But you know what I'm on. Straight rhyme, straight grind, and I do it. And I do it. I stay into it. Spitting music, very fluid. Yeah, I'm the man. Gotta come back in. I'm back in like a freshman. Gotta run it up to the checks, man. And write it down like a text, man. They said he talking like what's next, man. Nothing. Young Swank, I never bluffing. If you talking money, we can have a conversation or something. Station or something. You see how I'm stunting? It's nothing. I'm getting money, baby. See how I'm flossing? Oh, how I'm flossing, Rick Rossing, no bossing. But I'm the man. Kill me in the coffin. Stop playing with me. Little stuff,
Go
man.
crazy.
Little stuff, man.
Go crazy.
Little stuff.
That's off the dome?
Yeah, off the dome, man. Off the dome. And I don't even really freestyle like that. I really do like writing, but
No,
it's
that was
something
awesome.
you got to practice. You feel me? So
absolutely, that was fun, man.
You feel me? Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Stop
You can start this one off.
All right.
Stop them
Appreciate it.
raining.
For sure.
They are so beautiful. We want them with us.
I like the picture for this one.
Stop them.
It's Chucky from Rugrats and he's
Chucky.
tripping.
Whoa. Yeah. All right. The old school sample. Turn me up a little bit. Hey. Yeah. This an old school apple. I was cooling with some bad apples. Yeah. And I couldn't fathom where life would take me. Baking in the morning. Take me where I never thought I'd be in the morning. We was drinking early in the morning, skipping class, ditching class. Ain't wanna go back, that's that, it's all over. Cause I don't wanna do it. I wanna smoke my yeah. I ain't even rapping a long time, freestyle a lot of time. Man, it's so out of character. But like G Herbo said, I'm here in America, so I'm gonna make the best of it, of my character. Yeah, my personality is bouncing off the walls, and I'm feeling lost, but I'm not a lost cause. Better watch your paws because I'm out here dropping jaws. I'ma show everybody that I'm out here like I'm Jaws, but I ain't no shark. No, I ain't no snake. I'm a real MF. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I'ma still paint. I got my canvas right here. I was on campus with Dan right here. Yeah, and I don't fear no man. I appear to be the best that I feel that I could be. I'll never give in, give up. Damn, I'm gon' pass it, cause I'm feeling like Kobe on this beat, the way I'm attacking. Ooh.
And the way he attacking, he steady snapping, and I be rapping, and no capping. Yeah, but hold on, gonna come back there though. Love.
Swing.
Loose cheddar falling out my pockets fast. And all this money, I'm just trying to do the dash. And while they talking, I'ma leave them in the past. Cause while I'm hating, I just look and laugh, cause I got it. My profit is stacking up somewhere tall. And if I see you hating, if we can't go ball, and I'ma shoot it up, lay it up no matter what. And you can't block my shot, cause I'ma do it, throw it up. I'm the one, I be killing it, yeah. And ain't no competition in this, yeah. I'm just gonna drop back.
It's low key over. That's why I was like, no. I looked up. I'm like, no, it's already halfway over. Let's get one more in, man.
Let's get it.
Finish out strong, man.
Hey, freaky.
Woo!
Hey, young spitter, who you kidding? I'm a masterpiece, following the footsteps to keep these rappers after me.
Yeah.
Actually, the way my time is set up, it's a guarantee. When I hop up, I messed up. No, actually, killing it, knowing I'm the man. And if they talking funny, then I move them out my plan. I move them out my hand. They get it, understand. And when you see me ballin', no shot calling, I'm the man. Yeah, I just do it, I kill it. And if you talking, you bill it. Yeah, word of mouth, I conceal it. But I'm the realest, no concealing. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, my boy.
Yeah, always swing. Hey, I gotta go crazy, hit that bank. Hey, Chet Hanks, he's a real dweeb. Look at what's going on, the need for speed, the way I rap. Oh yeah, it's a need for me. Everybody wanna see, it's a need for G. G money, G note. Yeah, I got goals. I'ma show everybody that I've got hope. I'ma spread all my hope, but not to know. Oh, I ain't gon' add the H in front of that, because you know that the FCC is listening to me. They ain't gon' get $25 out of me. Ain't no way. They ain't gon' get 50. I'm so nifty the way I'm dressing, cause I'm thrifting. Ooh yeah, I'm spiffy, looking so nasty. The way that I'm rapping, ooh, I be scrapping, I'm snapping. Like my guy said, you know that I'm fried in my head. I need a fish fillet, cause it's dead. It's game over. Let me pass it back. I don't wanna go too crazy, cause I might lose all of that, but it's plenty time left. So I'ma give it to my guy, cause I know he got more secrets left. Ooh.
Yeah, I be killing, it's 10 o'clock. On the dot, I'm in the spot. Northside Plugged, I don't do drugs.
No.
Okay, I'll get a hug, I'm lying if I'm lying, I'm dying if I'm lying, you crying if I'm lying, we flying in the jet, no speed, I do it, I'm me, when they see me on the screen, do you know it's like TV, I'm live, it's going down, I'm the man, right now, when they see me in your town, I'm the one, shut it down, I'm the one, put it down, I'm the one, in your house, and your girl, talking to me, cause she know what I'm about, y'all swing, I'm the man, y'all swing, I'm the one, y'all swing, I'm the Don, and the one with a son, not the one with a gun, and I'm shooting these lyrics. And if you ain't with me, then you know I'm finna clear it, cause it's nothing. I'm busting, I'm stunting, no discussion. You cussing, it's nothing. We coming, we rushing. You know I'm the one, I said it before. And if you hear me knocking, then you know I'm at the door. Like, let me in. I'm trying to get up in. I'm trying to be the one that count a lot of Benjamins, a lot of many men's trying to hate on what I did and come up with many sins, but
come up with many sins. I I just gonna have to throw them in the bin. That was a crazy old flow that you got there.
Yeah.
A lot of people over here gonna try to pull your chair because you're doing good thing, but they just feel in despair. I'ma knock my chair back. Yeah, I put my hair back. Looking so fresh. Yeah, I think I need to repair that, cause it's all broken. The world is so broken, but the boy feeling chosen. Remember feeling hopeless. Now I'm token smoking. Oh yeah, I know that I'm the dopest, but I can't throw swank out the picture. Might have to get together and smoke it like a swisher.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, why am I talking about the weed so much? I might have to light up a bee cause I need to go. I don't know.
Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Swank killed it.
As
Killed it.
always, as always, the Northside Freestyle never fails to produce.
Man, it's
never
fun.
fails to fulfill our needs of what we want. Always hits the spot just where we need it.
Absolutely.
Just always a great way to end the show too. Always a perfect way to end the show.
Yeah, absolutely. That was dope, man.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Appreciate it, man. I don't be freestyling
Yeah,
like
that's
that, man,
dope.
but it's still, man, just fun to do, man.
That last shot with it.
Yeah,
that was
I'm
hard.
telling you,
That
Picking up
was
that
hard.
flow. That
That
was
was
dope.
hard.
Yeah,
That flow was
I'm
hard,
definitely going to have to
bro.
go back and watch this. That was
Absolutely,
nice. That was
bro.
nice. That was nice.
I was hesitant to come in after that because I was like, damn, bro. I want to let that breathe. You feel me? That was hot. That was hot.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
That was impressive,
For
bro.
sure,
For
for
sure.
sure.
For sure. No, man. Well, we've had a great show tonight. Is there anything last that you guys wanted to hit on before we step out?
Oh, just you can Google me like Swank
Where can
Sinatra.
we find you guys?
No S, so just use $ on Google. Swank Sinatra. You can check me out on Instagram. Young Swank Sinatra. YUNGSWANK SINATRA.
Yes, sir. Mickey C Beats, Instagram, Twitter, mostly.
How do you spell that, bro? Just for people.
Just regular Mickey, MICKEY, C on the beats.
All right.
Yes, sir.
MICKEY.
MOU.
Go in.
CBEATS.
Go and cop those beats.
Go and cop those beats. Yes, sir.
That's your tag right there, bro.
Go and cop those beats.
Go and cop those
Put a beat behind it.
Man.
Mickey, you got to call your new
It's the
studio.
Mickey C.
The Mickey
Beat
Mouse
House.
Clubhouse, boy.
The Mickey
You
C
dig.
Beat House.
You dig, you
That's
dig,
awesome.
you dig. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, we'd like to thank our guests for coming in. A phenomenal
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
conversation with these two gentlemen here. Go
Absolutely.
check out their music. They make great stuff. We're excited to see them in the future. And it's like we always like to say with all our guests, you guys are now part of the Northside Plugged family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank you.
definitely, this ain't the last time we'll see each other.
For sure,
Absolutely.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, so thanks again for coming in. Great convo.
I got one too.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Yes,
Just
sir.
I just want two quick questions before we dip out.
Oh,
For
okay.
sure.
Quickly, if you want. It doesn't have to be quickly, but what can we look forward for you guys in the future? And I'll think of my other question if I remember it.
More visuals, more music coming, more performances. Just, I'm serious. Just look out for me, man. I'm coming with heat. I'm slept on, but it's time for y'all to wake up, man. So I'm on the way.
Absolutely. Mickey, anything?
That's it.
I remember
Yeah,
my second
we're
question
coming.
real quick.
I do also have a real quick question.
Go ahead. You first.
Are you playing anything on the show like ending? Like, could you play my very
Of
last
course.
song for me? Okay,
Absolutely.
for sure. I got I got one more. It's two more songs left, but the last one for sure. Unreleased, dropping soon, so all the viewers get to listen to some new stuff they haven't heard yet. So
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll
Your
play that
special
on the
gift-
way out for
For
sure.
sure.
Exclusive music.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't a question. It was any shout out. Oh, it is a question, I guess. Any shout outs that you guys want to make?
Man, shout out my family, my parents, my sister. Shout out my girlfriend. Shout out my boy Montrevious and Zuri True. Shout out Terica and Plugged In, and YKMG and the whole YK Soup and YKMG, the whole gang, and just everybody tuning in, all my people, all my friends, just for rocking with me, and just, you know, I'm happy that they listening and just know that this is serious and, you know, things about to come. So shout out to everybody rocking with the boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to shout out my family. I want to shout out my girlfriend, but 100%. I want to shout out my boy Swank. I wouldn't be
Nice.
here without him. It's my boy. We
Nice.
coming.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Much
Yes,
love to
sir.
y'all. Much
Yes,
love to
sir.
y'all for sure. I'm sorry, Boss Dan. Any other-
No, that was a great thing. I'm glad you interrupted me there. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Yeah, it was a great show today. Great conversation. Plenty of hit all different types of topics. We went from basketball to music to Netflix to Courage to Cowardly Dog. We had everything in between. So
We all hit all the important points
so,
tonight.
so we'll be back next week So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on your favorite social medias. Follow our guests on your favorite social medias as well. Google them, search them up, and that's about it.
Balls down. We're at 90 subscribers on Northside.
We're
10
so
more.
close.
That huncho. We
So
need
close to that hundo.
10 more.
We promised a surprise
Right now.
to our
All
100th
y'all.
subscriber.
Help them out.
Let's go.
We
get
promised something to our 100th. So
If you by chance are that 100th, make sure that you're like, I don't exactly know how we would like be able to prove it, but maybe like screenshot it or
screen record it.
screen
Yeah.
record you being like the 99 to 100. and
Right.
So it's
you gotta
like,
send the proof.
so it's like, what are you still doing?
If
Subscribe.
you watching, you know what to do.
Yeah,
You just gotta
You're on
subscribe.
the
It's so
channel.
you just click a button.
Just hit the
Exactly.
button.
Literally.
Hit the button.
Subscribe.
Like the
subscribe.
video too while you at it.
It changes color. You can
Yes, it
just,
does. It's somewhere around here. I can't see it because it's our page, but it's right there. It's there somewhere. All right. All right. So on the way out, we will play the new song from Swank Sinatra on our way out. I just want to say thank you again to everyone for tuning in.
Wait, which one was the new one? And then-
Shameless.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So we'll do what to do, and then we'll do.
okay.
Shit.
We'll
For
do
sure.
it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh shoot.
We'll talk through the dead air before. Excellent. Cool. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all for listening to us. Check out Swank Sinatra. We riding out.
Yes. Thank you all again for tuning in. We love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a great weekend. I know it's supposed to rain, but enjoy the company. Enjoy your families.
For real.
Peace.
I know what to do, baby, if you f***ing with me. I'm f***ing with you, girl, so just let me see. I know what to do, baby, yeah, there's nothing to me. I'm rocking with you, tell me where do you wanna be? And I can take you to, I'm high, yeah, all in the booth. I be speaking truth, my code flying down through the loop. That's that Chicago route, they say they see me, but who is you? These no one proof, I'm feeling like I don't need a roof. I dropped the top of 2, I see you when I say what's to you. You look uncomfortable, I take you somewhere you can recoup. That's what I'm gonna do, I like you when I think I need you. You said you need me too, I like you when I think I need you. You say you, baby, if you f***ing with me. I'm f***ing with you, girl, so just let me see. I know what to do, baby, yeah, there's nothing to me. I'm rocking with you, tell me where do you wanna be, and I can take you to. Baby, if you f***ing with me, I'm f***ing with you, girl, so just let me stay. I know what to do. The flight hasn't landed, but I know I'm in. I'm down in your city, the city of sins. We kick it and do it again. You falling in love, no need to pretend. Told you I need it, I'm thinking it now. You really like me, but won't keep it down. Think I like you, so I'm taking you now. Wherever we going, I get you to smile. Baby, you're crazy, but we gotta go. Be hating, they see how we flow. Running this like I pick and I roll. Keeping my loving on lock when I'm gone. Shorty, you special, you gotta come here. Why would you see me and leave me up there? You know I'm busting at any affair. With a I'll show you who care. Baby, if you with me, I'm with you, girl, so just let me see. I know what to do, baby, yeah, there's nothing to me. I'm rocking with you, tell me where do you wanna be, and I can take you to. Girl, just let me see. I know what to do. Gone. Hey, Swank gang, yeah. With 2 black containment, C2 black, I'm pacing. All white coupe, no races. All stretch blue, can't tame it. Need more bucks, I'm chasing. Brand new truck, I'm faded. Get no they hate it. Call me Big Frank, not shameless. Say you wanna power with a like me, well girl, you lying. Can a get fly like me, little baby, I think I'm fine. For they wanna hate on a like me, oh I know why. Cause I'm a dog and I feel like damn, it's my time. Click clock on my wrist when it tick, don't think I'm lying. We was doing hits all day in the whip like I think it's time. Shorty wanna roll with a like me, then girl, you mine. But don't act like this is a dream, cause this is life. Game over, I'm rocking this on my shoulder. Steady move through the game like a soldier. You ain't listen, but I told ya. Put a soda, never mixing, but I'm Doja. And I ride on this like a holder. Steady changing the channel controller. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Say you wanna power with a like me, well girl, you lying. Can a get fly like me, little baby, I think I'm fine. Why they wanna hate on a like me, oh I know why. Cause I'm a dog and I feel like damn, it's my time. With 2 black containment, C2 black I'm pacing. All white coupe, no races. All strips blue, can't tame it. Need more bucks, I'm chasing. Brand new truck, I'm faded. Get no they hate it. Call me Big Frank, not shameless. Watch how they talk. Watch how they talk. Watch how they talk. Watch how they talk. Watch how they bar. Yeah. Watch how my diamonds they twinkle and glisten, but look at you thought. Baby, I shoot for the Mars. Or we can go fly to the moon, cause none of them treat you like a star. This who I are. Faded in the double park. Hated but never outdated. I'm feeling amazing, you don't wanna start. This who I are. Faded in the double park. Hated but never outdated. I'm feeling amazing, you don't wanna start. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Say you wanna power with a like me, well girl, you lying. Can a get fly like me, little baby, I think I'm fine. Why they wanna hate on a like me, oh I know why. Cause I'm a dog and I feel like damn, it's my time. With 2 black containment, C2 black I'm pacing. All white coupe, no races. All strips blue, can't tame it. Need more bucks, I'm chasing. Brand new truck, I'm faded. Get no they hate it. Call me Big Frank, not shameless.